What's going on, friends? It's Anton Daniels, and I gotta have a conversation with you guys about Teach Henley because you see how the sun is hitting me. This is no finesse, no makeup, no filters, no none of that. This is 100% Teach Henley. I use it in the morning as soon as I get up, right after I pray and brush my teeth, jump in the shower, and I'm hitting the streets because you never get a second chance to make a first impression. So even though they're giving you 40% off your first order, 20% off for life, even though you may get a free gift, forget all that, right? Because we would do this even if it was full price because it's worth that much. I'm in the streets, I'm kicking it with people, and I see Dusties everywhere. You don't want to be them. You want to separate yourself. And the way that you separate yourself is self-care. Ladies get it for the fellas. Fellas don't wait for the ladies to get it for you. I'm about to hit the streets right now, and I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling great. I mean, I already got confidence, but to have that extra boost of confidence, knowing that you've taken care of yourself and you set yourself apart from all of the rest of the sheep that's walking around making bad decisions on a daily basis. And it's reflected in their actions. It's reflected in the products that they use. It's reflected in the people that they follow. And so if you're trying to level up, if you're trying to make sure that you look good, they're going to send you the pack. They're going to give you all of the instructions on how you're supposed to use it. Then make sure you get your Teach Henley. Again, 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. Get your free gift. Make sure you tap in with your boy Anton Daniels because Unc is never going to lead you wrong. I would never have you use a product that I don't use myself. Again, they've been rocking with me for a long time. Make sure you get your Teach Henley. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to holler at you guys later. What's going on is Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I appreciate y'all for continuing to rock with me. Make sure y'all, hold on, let me grab one more. There we go. I appreciate y'all for continuing to rock with me. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Also, in addition to that, I got my friends and family. Welcome to After Hours. What's going on, y'all?
What's poppin'?
Hey.
Spurs in 3.
I don't even care about
You look
that.
really
What
Lex,
happened?
did you? Lex, you look really pretty.
I'm so sorry. Hey y'all. I'm watching my gamer friends play without me. Hey Grant, I'm trying to get to Grandmaster. You wouldn't understand, Anton. You wouldn't.
Grandmaster
Yeah.
Flex in this bitch. Stand up.
Anyway,
I want to see if y'all. I want to see if y'all really my friends. I have a doctor's appointment. I need a driver next week. Who's trying to take me?
What day is it?
There you go.
What?
Really a real one.
That though, sweet. What Miss
Quentin
Sanchez
King,
going on?
you volunteered to come take care of him before.
It's all good. We're gonna thug it out. I'm gonna drop on some
Friendships have
narcotics.
changed so much because now they're national friendships. You know what I'm saying? Like friendships local.
What does that mean?
It
Like,
means
you
that
said,
like
next door neighbors, the people down the street, that kind of stuff. And now you got people in other states or the countries or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, I got a friend in Portugal. He's pretty cool. Shout out.
Yeah, friendships have become a lot more complicated. Now
Think so?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think so.
Think about it. Like it used to be like, you know, the neighbors or whatever, your homeboy or whatever that you locally around or whatever. Now with the invent of Cash App and shit like that, like everything done got way more complicated.
How did you get Cash App? Of all the apps, you picked Cash App?
Well, yeah, it's because think about it, like you could have a homie in a whole nother state, and if you send in a birthday gift, all you got to do is Cash App them, but it's still, you know what I'm saying? Or like when Quentin just said, he like, yo, who gonna take me to the doctor? You got to fly to this nigga to take him to the doctor. You know what I'm saying? So it's like everything is like a national thing now. It's not like basic, you know. Friendships used to be like, yo, let me borrow your hookup, or let me come get some sugar or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays it's like it's just different. It's a different
Sugar for real. You need some sugar.
What is this right here, Miss Sanchez? What's that called right there?
A swoop.
Oh hell Oh. I did instead of
What's
sleep.
this? What's this right here, Quentin? Oh, it's a turkey neck. You.
Well, you
I
know
don't know
that
what that
real
means.
fast.
I don't know what that means.
Never watched the
Yeah,
Price is
it's. I don't
I'm
know.
a
It's-
grown nigga.
Right? Quinn, you never watched the Price is Right?
Probably
I
not.
don't know what that means. I
You
watched
know,
the old one with Bob Barker.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I don't watch the new one with the one guy.
The guy from Cleveland.
you never know what you're gonna get with Quentin because you don't know if he's gonna play crazy or if he's gonna be regular.
Oh, I'm down to play crazy tonight.
Yeah, but like
No,
you can't tell.
no. Please don't.
We got sneaky snakes around here.
I don't even know what
Sneaky
that
snake.
means.
What's that mean?
Sneaky snake. What's a sneaky snake?
That's why we don't know what you mean, because we don't know.
Mm-hmm.
What is the
Mean he got
sneaky
a
snake?
turn coat.
Slithering in the grass.
What?
chat?
Are you talking about up here
On the
or are you
panel.
talking about period?
Champagne bubbling.
In the sphere.
Candles burning.
I got incense burning.
I was thinking about that all week, and I was like, I'm so glad I be out the loop
Slither,
of so
slither.
many things. I don't know what y'all be talking about.
Quinn
We don't
even-
know what he's talking about.
Okay. I'm like, what?
I think he's just talking.
I won't say it out loud. I
Say
promise.
red lights blinking.
I'm telling you, I don't be knowing. Listen, I'm gonna let chat. My people up here on this panel just informed me before we started the show of some shit that I was not even aware of. Like I be so out of the loop and disconnected. I'm telling you, I am completely disconnected a lot of times from what's happening, and it's not even until I get around my friends to where I find out stuff that I didn't even know. I don't even be knowing. So I don't even be knowing. I be completely out of the loop. Completely out of the loop. So all of this is new to me. Whatever Quentin talking about is new to me. Everything is new to me.
Sneaky snakes. I'm
Love
gonna
this
start my
black
own channel.
ladies.
I'm gonna start my own channel, and I'm gonna air this shit out.
Just put it in the back
That's
chat.
what you should call it.
It's about
Air this ish
time.
out.
I'm gonna call it Q Dicks After Dark.
No. Don't do that. Don't
So
do
Dicks After
that.
Dark.
What? Don't do what?
DIXON. No,
You're
don't
gonna
do
call
that.
it Dicks After Dark. That's what you're saying.
I said Q Dicks.
No,
It has a
no,
ring
no,
to
no,
it,
bro.
unfortunately.
It does.
Man, listen, bro.
Few dicks after dark.
Ah, no.
What kind of dick?
What's the
May your
problem?
mind be
That's my
blown.
fucking name. What's the
So what?
problem?
What kind of dicks? How many
What we gonna do
dicks?
there?
You
This is
just
out
said
of
how
control.
Is
many.
it a thimble? Is
This
it
is
a
out of control.
horse?
This is out of control. Please get control.
I got a question. Do y'all think y'all can live without your phone for 48 hours?
Yes.
Like you
Oh yeah,
did.
please
Yes.
inform. Please
Yes.
inform the
You
people.
can't.
I'm at home. I don't know where
Yes.
it is.
No, y'all.
I wish.
Cannot. I said
wish.
that Sunday. I said I wish that I could just be disconnected like they had house phones, baby. That's a lie. Everything's on your phone. Your debit card. I don't even take a purse. I tap to pay. I can't live without it.
Yeah, we know you tap to pay.
What's wrong with that?
I do. I don't know where my debit cards are. It's not you.
Can you be
It's
him?
so much easier.
Honestly,
Like I said,
if it
when
was-
I go home, I put it on Do Not Disturb, and I don't know where it is.
But you know it's in the house somewhere, so you can go find it when you
hope.
need it.
I hope.
My phone is always on silent, literally always.
I
I
can't
hope
stand
so.
when people make noise.
See, sneaky snake. Sneaky snake.
No, I don't like the sound of phones going off. So I
don't either. I
the
cannot
longest-
stand it.
My
I cannot.
Sounds
stand
just like a
it.
fucking. I don't like the sound of phones going off. That sounds
don't.
like some
I
nigga
I
can't.
deal with
shit.
phones like a lot. for work and
That's
stuff.
what
So
Anton say. Anton, the busiest nigga in the streets, and that nigga's phone don't ever go off. Be just silent.
Like nobody.
Why
has
you said my
ever heard
phone don't go off?
ever.
Right.
I'm just kidding.
I thought it was just me. My phone is always on silent. My friends be like, I hope
Kim's phone is always on silent like this on sitting on the table. You'll never see Kim's phone screen ever.
No,
Face
face
down?
up, but I just put
Face
it
down. Face down.
Face
Facts.
down?
Yup.
Oh,
How
you
you
know what
put
that
them
means.
glasses back on?
I
you know what
don't
that-
like
Sneaky
phones
snake.
to
What
make
would you
noise.
say?
But if she's with her
Sneaky
friend,
snake.
why,
Sneaky snake.
Sneaky snake. Oh,
if
the
she's with
face
her
down.
friend, how is she being
No,
sneaky?
face
That
down
ain't her
phone.
friend.
Face down phone.
Trying to
Face down
stay
phone. You hide.
focused
never face
on
Face
my
down phone. You
friend.
hiding some. Face down phone. You hiding some. Face down phone. You hiding some.
I'm trying to stay focused and present in the moment,
I don't trust
Slimmy.
no woman I gotta do that.
Whatever.
Mm-mm.
You just so
For
accustomed
real.
to people staring at their phones while they're talking to you. That's rude.
Cap,
Everybody sitting up with each other
cap.
like this.
Nope.
I don't want
Damn.
that flashlight on that phone to be going off and then the flash is in my face. I can't have my phone down. It'll be tossed somewhere. Like I don't be on it like that.
I wouldn't even if it wasn't for my business and stuff like that, I would completely disconnect from all of this shit.
I don't talk to nobody. Phone off, nigga. I don't. It'd be up though, just in case. I don't put it down. That's weird.
No.
I don't like noise, so I put it on silent.
You be on your phone for 10 hours a day talking to people, so we already know.
I be what?
On your phone for 10 hours a day talking to people.
I go to work.
Okay.
I worked 120 hours last pay period.
Okay. And you still find time to talk 8 to 10 hours.
Because
Y'all
I
know-
talk to people that matter. Thank you. No matter how much I work.
So let me ask y'all a question, considering everything that we talking about right now. Do y'all think that all social media have essentially become too interconnected and basically they become dating apps? And I'm
No.
talking about LinkedIn, Instagram, because I was having a conversation on my morning show today, and I was telling people, and a lot of people was like, "Yep," they was confirming it, and some people was like, "Yeah, that do make sense." I was telling people that Instagram. Somebody in the chat has said Instagram is prostitution, LinkedIn is the new dating app, right? Basically. And so the idea, because like I got a homegirl, and she was telling me that anytime somebody just like reaches out to her on LinkedIn, it's always under the guise of, "Oh, let's go out and let's get some whatever." And
Let's connect.
It's always a guy 100% of the time that's like, "Yo, let's link up, let's go out, let's go hang out, let's connect, let's all of that or whatever." And so what I'm wondering is that, are we too connected, and has every single social media application basically become an opportunity for people to link up on some dating type shit, on some relationship type shit, or some, you know what I'm saying? Is that it? Like even let me add this one more thing. Even on YouTube.
Facts.
Even on YouTube.
Facts. It's I think I'm blaming it on women because they're like becoming like fix your, all y'all niggas fix your face. All they eyes been like this. And it's just like me just like talking to women, and I'm appalled at the shit that come out of y'all's mouth about how you just willy-nilly, like, I know a chick, like, she said, "I'm going out on a date." I was like, "For real, what do he look like?" I said, "That nigga look like Mr. Beast." Like, and that nigga like 800 pounds. And I'm like, "Why are you doing this?" You like, "He's ugly. I know he's going to show up with long socks and dirty shoes." And I'm like, "Why are you going on this fucking date?" And she's going anyway. She's going anyway. Why? Why are you wasting your time?
Well,
Women are
my
wasting
thing
their
is,
time with random.
feel bad.
Personality.
Y'all wasting y'all time with random niggas in y'all's DMs.
No.
Y'all give everybody a chance.
You the same dude that says
He
women
met
need to
Erica
give
with the
people a
K.
chance. They always passing up on somebody, and now she's giving him a chance, and it's a problem.
Well, you can't talk shit about them while giving them a chance. That's weird.
I think
Yep,
social
look like
media
you're cooking bacon over there.
Made that worse.
You say
Boy,
what?
shut up.
I was telling Erica whatever she did to her camera made it look worse. It looked like she licked it.
Hot
Right.
breath. Hot breath. Yeah.
I think social media became a dating app because it's so worldwide. Like you can meet people in different states, in different countries, and I think it just makes it easier to do. So people are just on it, and men are so thirsty that they're. No, I'm just playing. I only said that because Quinn's over here talking about it's the women's fault. No, but yeah, it's just because I mean you can meet and talk to anybody around the world, so it just makes it easy to do.
I think
No
a lot
one's
of
doing
people
that.
become too
No
accessible.
one's meeting
Like,
people internationally and talking around the world. No one's
That's
doing that.
definitely
a lot
not
of
true.
people are making themselves way too accessible nowadays on social media, and a lot of people are having the audacity to not challenge their social skills, and they're using it on a DM. They would never approach them people in real life. So social media is giving a lot of people the confidence that they would not have in the real world. But yes, it has become a little bit too accessible, but people that make themselves available, like you can cut your DMs off, you can not post, you can control what you post basically. A lot of people are using it for fishing, whether it's friendship or relationship or sex for 90 days. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just become way too, it's dehumanizing people.
I just don't. I don't know.
And then
I,
it's a numbers game. Like
what do you
you're
mean?
gonna 100% of the shots you don't take, and then it's like, okay, well, if I shoot 20 of them right here with the same message, one of them is probably gonna land. It's like the rejection isn't the same online as it is in person. Like if they don't respond or they say something stupid, okay, delete, next. Like I just think that it's just easier.
What
And
on social media?
Yeah.
women are they cling to women or to men with perceived shit.
What does
Like
that
I
mean?
told you, I took a picture of me doing like hood rat shit in my truck, and the amount of DMs from women I got after that, I'm like, why are you here?
Why do you?
Did you entertain them though? Because a lot of
It
times
was
people.
no, I didn't. No, I didn't. It was for my bros. Like real talk. I do that shit for my niggas, not for women. I'm like, we were all posting pictures in the snow doing fucking donuts and shit. I was like, my
I don't
turn.
understand, Quentin. I don't understand, Quentin. I really don't.
What you mean?
I don't.
What?
Because I don't. I don't know. I've never known a guy to get mad at chicks for giving them play or reaching out to them or something that they think that he dope at or that he cool. It's just like
Nah,
it's one thing to
Quentin,
say, oh, I'm not interested, but it's another thing like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I don't understand that sentiment.
That's what I write. I said, why are you here? Like
Why?
copy and
Like,
paste.
why?
he stays
Because
suspicious. Always suspicious.
That don't make no
I don't-
sense to me.
Why
Like,
should they
so why not just private your account for people
it is
that?
private. It is private.
But apparently, it's not to the point to where the people that you don't want to be there is still having access to your stuff.
Well, there are probably people like I added like when Instagram first came out. I don't really know them no more, but now they're back.
Block them, ignore
And
the
I'm not a
message.
simp either, so that's sensational. I'm not really a simp. I think Miss Sanchez can speak because I'm not a simp.
I don't know. Somehow, I wish I could just tailor social media somehow for like the things that I do want to see or don't want to see or whatever. But it's just like all of it. You have to spend so much time tailoring it and filtering it to try to have it to where you're liking.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, maybe I'm in a different position because I have so much visibility. You know what I'm saying? If I wasn't as visible, I think it would be a lot easier. But trying to filter all of the shit out it's like it almost feel like work.
I don't even know why this is. I don't know why this. I'll stop talking first.
You said what, Kim?
Thanks.
Feel me?
I said I think it's totally worth curating your algorithm, because your diet isn't just what you're eating, it's what you're consuming, what you're reading, what you're hearing, what you're seeing, all of that. So why not take that time to make sure that all of these things are something that you want to see, like something that's
Yeah, but
enriching your
again,
life.
like
That's not how it
my
works.
the
Wow.
the curating of what I see, you got to remember, like I get a
They
trillion
listen to your phone
emails,
calls.
huh?
They listen to your phone calls. Like this conversation, if I say some dumb shit, it's gonna be on your algorithm.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, I get a lot of emails. I get I've gotten friends that I ain't even talked to in a year. Like, Tom, check this out. And it's like,
For what?
you know what I'm saying? Like, I've gotten to the point in my life, like, where the people that I know in real life is like, yo, like I told somebody the other day and I said, I just want to have a normal conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like when I see you, or when I talk to you, or I run into you in real life, let's just talk about regular shit.
Man,
I
they
don't
want
want
to
to
turn
talk about
everything into a debate.
I don't want to talk about I'm appreciative of every single person that I run into in real life, right? But I know that when I go outside in Vegas, when I go downstairs, I jumped in the elevator to go downstairs,
You're in Vegas.
go get some Tide Pods. You know what I'm saying? Because I like to have my shit I got a wash machine and dryer in there, right? In my hotel room. So when I leave from wherever I'm coming, if I can, I like to have my shit clean when I'm leaving or whatever, right? So I run downstairs to the lobby to go get some Tide Pods. As soon as I jump in the elevator, I know what the conversation is going to be. As soon as you know what I'm saying? I already know. It happens 100 times a day, and it's cool. I love it. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't trade it for the world. But my point is that when I get around people that I actually know, though, in real life, it's like, I just want to have a regular conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's talk sports. Let's be on some vibe type shit or whatever.
What do they be talking about? Like, what do they?
What people in my? I mean, it just depends. Like everything. I mean, everything that the people on the internet want to talk about, it's almost like the people in real life want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? It's like I just want to be regular with my regular people.
Yeah.
With my people. Now, I could talk about anything with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because it's almost like the internet is real life. When you go out in real life, it's the same way as on the internet. But then it's like it ain't no regular like, because even outside of the internet, let's say outside of the internet, a lot of times, I take care of a lot of people and my family, all kind of stuff all the time, right? And so they want to talk about what they friends talk about, or they'll hit me with a problem that they having or something like that. And it's like, yo, can we say what up first? You know what I'm saying? How you been, man? How's everything doing? How's the family and none of that shit? Like, hey, Anton, man, hey dog, man, I'm in a bind. I need this. And it's like, what up? Hello to you too. You know what I'm saying? Good morning. How's it going? You know what I'm saying? So I'm in that space where I'm trying to figure out I'm trying to figure out where the balance is. You know what I'm saying? And it's not cutting off, because you get more and more visibility, more and more subscribers every single day. So now you got to figure out what that looks like.
You just got to get used to knowing that people are going to do that, no matter how you feel about it. I mean, you can't.
You never get used to it.
Well, when I say
you never get used to it.
So, not necessarily used to, but more of like understanding that it's just going to happen and not let it affect you, or, you know what I'm saying?
No. I'm talking about. See, listen, you get used to it with the regular. You don't get used to it with your family, is what I'm saying. Like,
but do you tell them that?
Huh?
Do you tell them like that you don't like that? Like, do you just
No,
tell them?
I mean, what I'm not going. I'm not gonna hit nobody with the, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm always gonna show up and be on some like positive type shit. You know what I'm saying? But coming out here to Vegas for the first time in my entire life, I've never done this in my entire life before. I was hoodied down. You know what I'm saying? With the glasses, like hat, hoodie pulled over, chilling. You know what I'm saying? Trying to stay out the way, and just, you know what I'm saying, trying to get to the airport.
I think it's because the power dynamic is weird. Even with what I do on the daily, I can't go to my family's house without them wanting to show me something or without them
Yeah,
wanting to talk to me about something. And it's like it's something that I would never get used to. And I'll just sit there like, okay, hey, what's going on with your life? I get what you're saying because they look at it like the you're the life expert or something that I am not in. So I want to ask you or take advantage of the time that I have with you as much as possible, forgetting that you're a normal person yourself.
yeah.
You just a regular person.
Like I remember when I had one out of town for like a holiday or some shit. I forgot which holiday it was. So you go to your regular family. Let's say hypothetically Thanksgiving or something, right? And it's like they want to talk about politics and shit, or and it's like, yo, I want to talk about this mac and cheese. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to debate with y'all about politics because the majority of your family gonna be liberal or they're gonna be Democrats or whatever. And it's like, so
What?
now I don't say I don't want to debate with politics. I say a word. I feel you. I feel you. And I just, you know what I'm saying? I just move the conversation along until we get to something that's a meaningful conversation because I don't want to debate. That's what I do all day long. And I
I
don't
don't
want to debate with my
understand.
own family about politics because it doesn't mean anything to me when I'm around my family.
But why
Can you
can't you
change
say
that?
that though? Like, why don't you say that? It doesn't have
Because
to be
he's
like,
too nice to say it.
Because I'm
Because
not
I think
because is there's a more effective way to do it is to move the conversation along. I'm not gonna come in and announce to people, hey man, I don't want to talk about politics, bro.
not like
Because
announce it.
it's
Okay,
kind
like
of rude, to be honest
no,
with you.
in a normal
it's
conversation, if someone just brings it up, I don't think that they're. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just the type of person that say if I don't want to do something, I'm like if we're having a conversation and one of my cousins is like trying to talk about politics, I'll be like, oh, I don't really want to talk about that. Like I don't see that that's the issue to say that to them in that moment, not walk through the door and like, hey, y'all, don't talk about politics. But I think that
It's not.
when someone's bringing it up, if that's not something you want to talk about, I think that that's kind of normal to sit there and tell them that you don't want to talk about
Because
it.
because
And
you
moving
looking
it
at it from the
along doesn't mean
lens
that
you looking at it from the lens selfishly. And even when it comes to family, you can't look at it from a selfish perspective because people love you. They're not doing it maliciously. They're not doing it because they think it offends you or because it's they doing it because they think that that's what you want to talk about or they think that that's something that's meaningful and a part of the conversation. So you got to meet them with grace. You know what I'm saying? You got to meet the people that you know in real life with
but
grace.
you
So
can't
you got
have
to figure
boundaries.
out. Say what?
So you can't like state. I mean, I hear what you're saying. I'm not like I understand what you're saying. I don't think that it's like a I don't know. Like maybe I don't know. I don't think that it's rude or anything to just say
Talking right
"Let's
now.
talk about that tonight." Like it's a way of saying things that can not come across as rude. I think it's the way that you say things that
It
can
could
make it
be.
normal opposed to it being rude. I don't think that it's rude to state a boundary that you don't want to do something.
It
Family,
is
friends,
rude.
I don't
it
think
is.
Yeah,
so. I mean,
I don't
it's
think
just
that's
like people knowing
absolutely.
that I work for an airline. That's all they want to talk about. They want to tell me about the flight they took back in 1984. Baby, I ain't got nothing to do with that. They
Why
talk
you make
about
that weird?
they talk about. I just picked one. They talk about flights that they took on Emirates. I don't work for Emirates. Like I don't. All I say is, oh, you're gonna have to catch me when I'm on the clock and ask them about something else.
Women can
Just
do that. Women can do
mhm.
that, guys. You can't do that. I think it's a difference. I just think. Listen, honestly, honestly, I think that mm-mm, I'm never. I don't care if it's family. I don't care who it is. I'm never gonna meet them on some. Yo, this is a boundary for me type shit. It's just gonna have to be like usually I could redirect the question and be like, well, what do you think about it? You know what I'm saying? And I just want to hear what they think. And it makes it even cooler. Like sometimes you can redirect the question and they can express what they think because you know what I'm saying? They want to get it off. But I don't, I never tell people no in my family like that. I never meet them with boundaries. Sometimes it could be 3 months, 6 months before they see me again. I'm a be there. But I will say that on the flip side, it can be draining. And by the time you get home that night, it could take a lot out of you. And I didn't realize how draining it can be. But I'm so appreciative of the fact that they show me love a lot of times. Even if I don't want to meet them with that, I meet them anyway because they doing it because they actually care about and they want to kick it with me. And they're not doing it because they trying to be, you know what I'm saying, on some other shit or they think that they disrupting my peace. So I don't trip off of that. You know what I'm saying? It's a blessing to be in a position, but it is still draining sometimes. And so you just gotta. I've learned how to try to redirect the conversation instead of telling somebody, "No, that's a boundary," because I never want anybody to feel like they can't come up to me or they can't say something to me or that we not still family or any of that type of shit. Like I want people to straight up always show love, and so that's what I'm on. Like you don't realize that sometimes setting what we define as setting a boundary is kind of sort of cutting a relationship in a way because you don't know how other people gonna take it. And I think that girls can do that because y'all used to setting boundaries with niggas that y'all don't even feel like talking to anyway. But I don't think that that's a guy thing.
Oh no. I just know I'm sarcastic enough to say something to make it go away.
See? That's mean. That's mean.
I'm just direct, so I
What?
don't.
But see, you mean too. But
only if it's like something that the way you brought it up at first, I thought it was something that really bothered you. If it's just something
it
you're not
does
really
bother
tripping
me.
about, huh?
It does bother me sometimes.
Goes to what Slimmy was speaking about in the icebreaker. Y'all are mean.
Not an icebreaker.
I don't think it's mean to be honest. Is that mean?
It is mean.
Yes.
It's masculine.
honest?
It's masculine. It's masculine too. Rest in your femininity.
Really?
It is
100%.
mean. You could tell a woman, "Oh, you fat," or you could tell her, yeah, something. You
You
could
don't have to
read.
say. I didn't say be rude. I just said to be honest. There's way. Maybe I just feel like there's
Sometimes
ways.
honesty is rude.
No, women are
Sometimes I'm not saying
Sometimes
it can't
honesty
be.
is
But I think
straightforward.
Sometimes your partner could get on your nerves, and you could be like, "Dang, you really pissing me off, getting on my nerves." Or you
so why
can
would you say it like that if there's other ways to
Right.
say it?
It's
It's still a
honest.
way of being
Why not?
direct.
Why I have to be uncomfortable to tell you what I need to tell you, or have a conversation with myself in my head to get to train to see how I'm tell you
No.
something.
You don't,
Exactly.
and that's my whole point. You don't. That's why I'm saying, like, I'm not going to be uncomfortable or tiptoe around other people's feelings to make myself feel a certain way. I'm just going to say how I feel, but I also, if my intention is not to be rude, I'm not going to be rude about what I say. I'm going to say it in a way that's not rude, but it's still direct and gets my point across. Maybe that again, everybody's different, but I just think that
Well,
you can
no,
be
just
honest.
like the honesty is rude, no matter how you put it. Sometimes it's just
No, well then
like
I guess
everyone don't need.
be honest.
Like if you're fat, you're fat. No matter how you put it, you can. How you gonna tell someone they're fat, like, and be nice about it?
You can
I
say,
think that
well,
I
instead of
think that
saying
it's
you're
an
fat,
art. I think it's an art to conversation.
me
And I
too.
think that as you become more, if Warren Buffett walked in the room, everybody gonna want to talk about money with Warren Buffett. Now, Warren Buffett, because he's in such a big position of power, right? And I would never compare myself to Warren Buffett, but just for the sake of conversation, because he's such a major figure and an impactful person when it comes to being able to make a decision financially, everybody that gets in the room with Warren Buffett, that sits at the table with Warren Buffett, they're going to want to hear what his thoughts are on finances, right? And so Warren Buffett, because he understands that, he obliges people, right? He wants to make sure that people are comfortable. He wants to make sure this and that and so on and so forth. Until there's people that surround him long enough to feel comfortable enough to have conversations outside of finances, that's what he's going to do. Now, because he's him, right? if Warren Buffett said, you know what, I don't really want to talk about that right now. I want to talk about something, or man, I'm just not really interested in talking about. He's going to come off as rude. Honestly, that's just the way that it is because he's in a position of power and because people hold him like this. So I think that what y'all are talking about is y'all talking about it from the perspective of you're not looking at yourself as somebody as powerful or as visible, even within the circles that you are in. And so you're okay with saying, well, this is what I want to do, or this is what I'm not willing to deal with at the time. And again, I think that that's a privilege that women often at times have and they utilize. But I don't think that that is normal for anybody that is in a position of power. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're the CEO of a company. I don't care if you're a musician. I seen, was it Summer Walker where people was taking like a photo with her or a meet and greet or something? And next thing you know, she developed a reputation for being angry, evil, disrespectful towards the people. And then when she started to explain it online, she said, I don't know the TikTok dances, so it's very hard for me to be able to whatever. But people by default labeled her as a problematic, mean person because she wasn't as jovial or she wasn't doing the TikTok dances with the people. And so their perception of her, you know what I'm saying, changed based off of a misunderstanding instead of her understanding that she's Summer Walker and this is what people see her as. And they don't care about what you got going on in your personal life. They want you, you know what I'm saying, to be what they want you to be when they meet you. And so y'all looking at it from the lens like, hey, listen, this is my boundary. When you start getting more visible, you can't have no boundaries.
The guy who played on Marvel, the black guy, the dark skinned one, he was caught in public and he said he didn't feel like taking a picture. And they say he was rude just because he
That's a
wanted
fact.
to,
You talking
he
about Anthony Mackie.
yes, he raised his window up. He was in the car. So I think it's probably I get what you're saying, Brittany. I guess it was like unnecessary bluntness is what I mean. Like everything doesn't really need to be said.
Anthony Mackie.
I like
And
the way
so it's a lot of people.
put it, that there's a skill and an art of like conversing with people. I think I like when you said that. I think that makes a lot of sense. That you can still get your point across too with the way that you might do it. Like when you said that you might shift the conversation, or you know what I mean? Like instead of saying I don't want to talk about that, there are ways of still maybe maneuvering or changing the conversation to something else. So I mean, everybody's different.
I agree. I agree with
Right,
Brittany,
that's
but
the hard
also
part.
like if your reputation or whatever, like as a celebrity, you are a celebrity because of the people, because of your fans. You got to
No,
understand
no, he
that.
not.
You can't just
No,
like turn your back on them. Not to say that you
Anton, not
always
no celebrity.
100%
Mm-mm,
available, but you also have to
mm-mm.
understand like you like it when they're for you, so you can't just like double-edged sword basically.
Even
Yeah.
like being a soldier, they want to ask you questions and stuff. And sometimes you don't really want to engage. Like veterans will come up to you. I remember back in my day, let me tell you something. You'd be like, oh, okay. Thank you. Have a good day. So everybody thinks that you are the source and that you are obligated to speak to them and converse with them. So it's hard.
Yeah. So, anyways, interesting icebreaker. Very, very interesting icebreaker. Shout out to the 9,000 people that's watching right now. Make sure
What
you
the
guys hit a
fuck?
like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. Um, we appreciate y'all. All right, let me read some of the super chats, and then we're gonna go ahead and get it popping. 392Q says Spurs, baby. What up? What up to y'all? Slave of Christ says, hello, I was searching in the shadows, trying to find my light, chasing every road I saw, but nothing ever felt right. I'm guessing that this is a song. I don't know if y'all know this song. Every path was empty, every truth fell through. Then the Savior called my name and said, I'm the way for you. Is that a
But
lyric?
he writes music. Remember, he wanted us to listen to his song. I assume that's his.
All right.
Kim.
What?
Like a Slimmy don't like that.
Kim. No,
Why that man can't write music? What's wrong with that?
that. We just gonna leave it there.
Okay.
Just leave it there.
Slave of Christ says, "What up, Sanchez, Q, Kim, Slimmy, Lex, Brittany, and Anton? I got invited on the show yesterday, but y'all be on for 3 hours, and I have a bedtime. I'm sticking to during the week. Would I have to be on the entirety of the show? You should talk to the person that invited you. Talk to the recruiter. Talk to the recruiter.
Q
After dark.
squared.
TS Car Wash and Detail Service says Slim, Scarface, or Ice Cube?
Scarface.
Ice Cube.
Ice Cube all day long. TS Car Wash and Detail Service says Slim, Pharrell, or Kanye?
Pharrell.
Kanye.
Contrarian.
Because with Pharrell, you got NERD, and there's no way I'm taking Kanye over NERD.
And you got DLR.
No
You
circumstance.
just making stuff up.
Luo the Duo says Foodie Call is a thing. Chicks be hungry.
I love
TS
love.
Car Wash
That's
and Detail Service
hilarious.
says Q, them AI women is in your DMs. Callie Mike says,
Sure.
shout out to the panel, but social media is the new party line on steroids. Daddy in the Caddy says Q, not a simp, but forgive his girlfriends for cheating. TS Car Wash and Detail Service says, but AD, that's what you signed up for. I signed up for that for my
Is it
regular
though?
family. How do you sign up for that from your regular family? I don't understand that.
Because you were born. You didn't go back in there.
TS Car Wash and Detail Service says, when you're the provider for so many, they tend to think you always go. So they come in hot with questions more so than hey, how you doing? Because they already think you good. Morpheus HD says the Democrats versus Republican combos are dumb and tired. They're all owned by the same entity, the same state, the tiny hats. Savage Wolf Audio says Anton got bag chasers guilt. No, I don't. I feel good. I just want when I'm dealing with people or I'm entertaining with people that I know in real life. I just like to have real life conversations. Honesty is rude, says TS Car Wash and Detail Service. It depends on who it's coming from. Politics Trick says AD wants your truth about Israel. He should interview Scott Ritter. Shout out to the bag chasers. Mr. Barnes 84 says, I'm from Cleveland. Shout out to you, Slimmy. The chicks from here ain't like the ones I see on social media. These online chicks just trying to see who gonna bite the bait.
Facts.
TS Car Wash and Detail Service says it's the price of fame. AD. TS says it's like being an Uber driver, not wanting to talk about the riders. You have to talk. It's a part of the game, big dog. I don't know if y'all understand that I'm talking about with people that you've known for your entire life, family members that you've grown up with for your entire life. I'm not talking about, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, I don't know.
It's different when people who you've grown up with your whole life, you've never had these type of conversations with,
right?
And now they want to engage with you full go, as if you're on the show, as if you're doing the show. Like,
right.
No, my nigga, we here. I'm trying to play spades. What are you doing?
Right.
But that's just their way of
trying. I can tell you suck at spades.
Say what?
That's just their way of trying to relate.
No, you're missing the part where I said we've never engaged like this before. We never had these type of conversations, and now you want to do this shit all of a sudden. That's strange.
Yeah.
It's just like when somebody go to law school and they get out, everybody's going to start talking to them about law stuff. They just trying to relate to you.
No, I'm not going to try.
Really
If I've known you your whole life and you just started going to law school after 30 years, I'm not going to talk about law with you suddenly. I still don't give a fuck about it.
Maybe not you, but most people do. Like Kim said, she's a flight attendant. People talk to her about that. It's just what it is.
She's been a flight attendant for 20 years though, right?
I'm just saying, normal people just try to relate, especially if they haven't been around you like that. Yeah, we've been cousins all our life, but we don't be around each other like that. I know you're into this politics stuff, so now we together. I want to relate to you since, I don't know what's really going on.
No, just talk about the shit we usually talk about. We usually talk about sports and rap. Nigga, what you trying to branch off into some other shit for all of a sudden?
Because they're
That ain't what we
curious.
talk about. That's not what we.
No, I
that's
mean,
not
I
what we
get it.
discuss.
Like they really do want to know, right? They really do. They really are genuinely asking about it, or they genuinely having a conversation about some real shit. The problem is just that, again, I think that we just got to give more grace. You know what I'm saying? To just come with the game.
Nope.
What do
I
you
ain't
mean,
giving
no?
grace. Nigga, we ain't never talked about that shit. Shut this shit down.
Slimmy, listen,
Playing
listen.
spades,
We
nigga.
running it up, right? You are. Honestly, you'll probably really be the man in Cleveland, right? You're gonna get to a point. I'm keeping it 100. If you ever stay in your home city, I'm keeping it 100. If you ever stay in your home city, you're going to be the man in your city. Guess what? Motherfuckers is gonna be approaching you and shit, and it's gonna be family members that's on some damn Slimmy, you the man type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be like that. You can't say, nigga, what? Nigga, we ain't never talked about this before. You can't do that.
No, I do it all the time.
Oh my God.
I don't have no issue shutting that shit down. Like, stop. Like, I don't want to discuss that with you. I don't want to see you. I don't want to see you in a different way. I don't want to see you in a different way. You owe
But
this to
now they
yourself.
see you in
You
a
owe this
different
to your
way.
you owe this to yourself, not to me. Don't be different.
So
Stay the same.
Slimmy, you're doing movie reviews now. So you go to your family house, they want to start
No, we
talking to you
different.
about
We
movies.
always
You know? It's not. It's what you're into.
always listen. You're missing it. Me and my family, we always talk about movies. We quote movies. Like, we'll sit there at the table when we eating dinner, and somebody will just randomly say a movie quote. That's not abnormal.
I'm saying, hypothetically speaking, if they were to come to you and talk about movies and they never have before, would your
You already
reaction be
answered
the
that
same?
question. You already answered that.
Wait, no, you're missing it. Like,
Yes or no?
I can't go with a
No.
hypothetical about that because, like, that's a thing for my family. Like, so it's like, yeah, movies, politics, absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's always a debate. It's always an argument. No, I don't want to talk about that.
I get politics because I don't talk it at
Yeah,
all.
I
But I'm
don't
just
want to
saying,
talk about that. We never discussed this before. Stay over there with that shit, man. It's simple. That's just
Maybe
me,
they
though.
didn't know that you knew about it, and now they're just like,
Man, listen, man.
you
Listen,
just never know.
it's a non-negotiable. I don't want to talk about that with certain people.
But you also don't want to say good morning, so there's that.
No. You take
We
it.
know. No,
You know what?
exactly. We understand.
You got it. I know what you're doing now.
Well, hold on. Let
You
me
got
let
like
me
50,
pivot.
50
Let me
pearls
pivot.
on your neck. I know
Let me
you can't.
pivot the
Trash.
conversation. Let me pivot the conversation.
What are
real
you
quick.
saying?
You on some bullshit tonight.
I want to get y'all perspective on this real quick. So let me share this video. I'm gonna share my screen, and then I want to get y'all thoughts. Make sure y'all hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications.
Stefon Diggs' days as a New England Patriot are officially over. The NFL player posting on his Instagram stories March 4th, sharing this message to the fans after it was confirmed by multiple outlets that he had been released from the New England Patriots after only 1 year. Stefon writing, "Thank you for a hell of a year. We family forever. Until we meet again." Also adding the number 8, a nod to his jersey number. Stefon, who pleaded not guilty to felony strangulation or suffocation and misdemeanor assault charge in February, had signed a 3-year contract with the Patriots last offseason for $69 million, according to ESPN. However, he only played 1 year of his contract. News of Stefon's release comes after speculation that he and rapper Cardi B had broken up shortly after the two welcomed a baby boy in November. However, Queen Cardi is keeping things classy when it comes to rumors surrounding her breakup, sharing on X March 2nd that bloggers need not read too much into her performances, saying she always puts a little razzle-dazzle into her songs.
So we're just gonna leave it there. So Stefon Diggs has got released from the New England Patriots. One of the things that Shannon Sharp said on his platform is that too much visibility can be bad, and the team don't want those type of distractions, possibly, and possible lawsuits and all of the things that come along with Stefon Diggs having all of this visibility. What do y'all think about Stefon Diggs getting released amid these breakup rumors from Cardi B and the lawsuit that he got from the chef that's basically accusing him of sexual assault and all of this other stuff? What do y'all think about that?
I can't really argue with that, but I would say if his production was a little different, I probably think he may stand and play another year. He didn't really do shit this year, so I think that probably has something to do with it.
1,000
Like
yards,
if it was, what's up?
1,000 yards, 4 touchdowns. So it wasn't like horrible. You know what I'm saying?
Well, if you're gonna have a record, you're gonna need to do more than that. Like your production needs to like match with your crimes, if that makes sense. Like if that was Tom Brady,
I ain't arguing. I'm not arguing with
like
you.
if it was if that was Tom Brady, then they'd be like, let's run it back.
I don't know.
Are they saying that he was due to what is going
Like,
on?
what was the last time like a dude who was like at the top of his game and he did something and he was out of there? I don't.
Kareem Hunt.
I remember saying he was probably gonna get dropped. I was telling you I was wrong.
Is that what happened? That's true. I don't know.
But see, they did it smart. They didn't drop him for the accusations. They did it when it was time to switch the team up. So they did it smart, but they really couldn't. They this liability. He's a liability. They cut. They lost. Cut.
Well, no.
It's a bad look for business.
Well, no. It's not a bad look for business. It is business, because if he stays on the books, they cut him at this time, because if he stays on the books, that's $16 million that they would have cost him. But they cut him because now $16 million comes off the books, even though he was only supposed to make 10. So it's all business. It doesn't really have much to do with. I don't think it has much to do with anything else.
If you think
he's not
people
going to
ain't
produce,
thinking he's a liability, please.
Hold on, ma'am. It's not.
I was talking before you was, sir. Hold on, sir. You cut me off to give me your opinion.
No. To state the
I think
fact.
so. Rewind the tape.
It's not. Well, I can't give my opinion.
The tape. I'm just playing.
I can't give my opinion if this is what's actually going to happen. It's not an opinion. It's six for real. 16 million is going to come off the books, and he's not going to produce 16 million. He's not going to have 16 million worth of production, and that's what Quentin was saying. He's right. He's a liability. Like he's getting older. Then you gotta have this extra shit in the locker room with, oh, is this gonna happen? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Let me ask you a question, Slimmy. Do you think that it played a role in him getting cut?
Absolutely, yeah. Because you got that other certain organizations, and the Patriots is a prestigious organization. Whether Bill Belichick is there or not, whether people want to accept it or not, they are some of the top dogs when it comes to having a reputation and reputable players on their team. They don't really have a lot of rah-rah going around on the team too much. Rah-rah going around on the team too much. I'm just going
you want to say thugs?
No, I don't use that word. Rah-rah. They don't have all that shit. So if it's going to be something that's going to be a distraction and take away from the team, yeah, they probably gonna lean towards moving you out. You got to remember, this is the same organization that did not mind letting Randy Moss get out of there. So
Randy Moss was at the tail end of his career, though.
No, he had a.
Can't really say that.
Why can't I say that?
Can't really say that, man.
Why can't I say that?
2 years prior to him leaving,
he's still frightening the hell out of people.
Yeah, 50 touchdowns.
Yeah, but he still was at the tail end. Wait. But he was still at the tail end of his career. That doesn't change it.
He would have been all right. He had a hell of a year.
Nah.
That's the tail end of your career. That wasn't the tail end of Randy Moss's career.
He was still a touchdown. He had a safety over the top at the tail end of his career.
Doesn't matter. It was still the tail end of his career.
Do you know what that means? If a safety has to be,
Quentin, what? Does it change what I just said? It was the tail end of his career. Football, bro, listen, when you get old,
taking away from him what he was. He still needed two niggas, a nigga underneath and a nigga over the top. Yes, it does matter.
Listen, no. Anton's right.
You think that winning matters in the NFL? It's not about winning. It's about entertainment. And when you get old and they can't market you the way that they want to market you anymore.
You
looking at it from a fan's perspective as a football player. I'm looking at it from a
looking at it as a fan's perspective. I'm looking at they were winning when he was playing with them, and 2 niggas on Randy Moss.
Yeah, no. He drastically fell off. Like, honestly.
But he was. That's not the. They were still winning.
It doesn't matter, bro.
No.
It really doesn't matter, bro.
Randy Moss, like, yeah, that was the tail end of his career. I didn't realize he only played 2 more years.
That's what I was telling him.
No, that's my fault. No, that's my.
No, that's
fault.
what I was telling.
But that's not how it works. The fact that he needed 2 niggas to hold that freed up all them other niggas that was running around because they respected the shit out of him on the ass end of his career.
Here's my question. Had 80 yards, dog.
Here's my question.
Nigga, they was still scared as shit of that motherfucker.
Here's my question. Hold on. Let me reset. Here's my question, though. Do you think that the fact that he got so much off-court shit, Cardi B, baby mamas, the chef, all of that stuff, because it seems like anytime somebody, especially in a football game, get too much visibility, whether you're talking about Odell Beckham Jr. fucking around with the Kardashians, anytime you start getting too famous and too visible, you get kicked out of the NFL.
No,
they don't do that to white guys.
I don't agree with that for everybody.
Yeah,
like who? Give me an example of somebody that was able to do it and still is able to maintain a job in the NFL.
Aaron Hernandez was rocking until he actually
stop.
They was rocking with that dude until he actually they rocked with him until the end.
Stop.
They were.
I don't know why
they said you killed somebody. They was hanging on to that nigga.
No, don't use that name. Don't use that name, G.
That dude had a nigga in the books. Like, that nigga had bodies on teardrops and everything. And they were still holding on to homie.
Bad example. This is a really bad example.
It's a horrible example.
I'm just saying they held on to him. They held on to him until they couldn't hold on to him no more.
No.
My point is
somebody
that
who got too big for the NFL. Peyton Manning no matter how big he got, they were gonna keep him in the NFL. Same with Tom Brady.
Peyton Manning didn't have a lot of distractions off the football field, though.
Oh, you didn't say that though. You just said who?
Oh,
you talking about people who got distractions?
A distraction could be anything from you getting in trouble to you keep on getting involved with the wrong people. Like, I don't think that the NFL is looking to market, because I think that they're trying to market it as a team game. And I think that when people elevate to become an individual, right? The NBA is different. The NBA promotes it as a star, stars. The NFL, in my opinion, is promoting the NFL. They're not promoting individual stars. So when you see somebody like a Stefon Diggs and they start to become too visible for the things that I think that the NFL is pitching as the wrong thing, which is one of the reasons I think that, and this is where I want to get the women involved. Do y'all think that it's important for dudes that got visibility in the NFL and stuff like that to stay away from getting involved with other women that may have a lot of visibility, like a Cardi B?
Tell on yourself.
I think, as far as that question goes, I think he started doing things. I feel like we started hearing about Stefon Diggs in the media more like about a year ago. He wasn't. I remember seeing him, because I don't really watch football, but I remember seeing him just like kind of out the way. And then all of a sudden you get the Coke on the boat with Cardi B and some other women. Then you get, all these baby mamas just randomly started coming out the woodworks. Then he's with Cardi B. It's like out of nowhere within the past year, I started hearing about Stefon Diggs. At first, I was just hearing about him going to like fashion shows. This was like a year ago. So I'm like, he started doing too much. But to answer your question, as far as does it make sense for him to mess with other women that have the type of visibility that he does? I think it can work, but a person like a Cardi B, maybe not, because her reputation is kind of, you know what I mean? Like, she doesn't, to me, have the best reputation. So I don't. It can, but I guess it just depends on the woman.
I don't think it matters the
Horrible answer.
reputation. I think it more so matters how much are you putting out there in the public to be exposed to, for people to see the lifestyle that you're living. I don't think you should be putting everything out there, because the first thing that I saw or heard of Stefon Diggs was when he was on a boat with a lot of women who were naked. I'm like, okay. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but you have
Y'all not
brand deals,
familiar.
you have business going on with people investing in you. And sooner or later, public has something to talk about. They're going to talk about it. It's going to float. So, yeah, when you
Did y'all hear the
get,
question?
No.
yeah, I heard the question. So when
I'm
you get,
I'm waiting on y'all to answer the question.
I guess you can get that much
the question is
visibility.
valid.
then.
It's a valid answer because she's speaking about when she first discovered him. And when her
No,
first
your
impression when she
question
discovered
was,
him.
is it ill-advised for men to talk to women with a lot of visibility? Right? No,
And the first
that was
thing I
not your
said
question.
is, in private, instead of you posting about what you're doing with a person, I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. I live with that. Thank you.
Well, I think the
She
thing
was
is,
saying
like,
I
you got to
agree.
know that
I don't think he posted
Stefon
the stuff,
Diggs.
though. I think other people are posting the stuff.
The fuck? Jesus Christ.
Every time.
Oh yeah, she's the worst. She's
No.
Black
You off.
people, if we're talking,
No. I'm about
That's
to.
one
I'm
thing
about to.
she gonna
No,
do.
ain't
no,
that
it's
much of a
laggy,
delay on
so
this
I
I'm about
damn
to
mic.
stick up for the ladies right now.
Ain't that
I
much of
gotta
a
stick up.
well, here you go,
I
back.
gotta
Here
stick
you
up
go.
for the ladies.
That cape on.
I gotta stick up for the ladies right now. Well,
I
Yeah,
was
laggy.
speaking 2 seconds before they started talking. Whoever it was.
y'all gotta get a girl. Y'all gotta get a girl some grace.
For why?
What do you mean? Because we already been dominating the conversation because we talking about football. Y'all don't want them to jump in at least a little bit.
Nope, absolutely not.
I can't talk.
Absolutely
not. I can't. I gotta mute myself. I gotta let them talk. I was just jumping in when I.
Well,
go ahead.
I just didn't hear you. And when I did
Ladies.
hear you, I stopped. I didn't hear you because it was lagging, but I stopped when I did.
You don't never hear nobody. It's cool. Go ahead.
Y'all are
I
so
don't.
mean. Y'all are so
don't.
mean. No. Y'all are so
Can't
mean.
accuse me of that shit. I've been listening. I've been quiet. I ain't said nothing.
Okay. Go ahead. I'll let you.
I've been listening. Like
Actually, right.
She'll let you. She'll let
y'all
you.
initially cut me off. I ain't say nothing. I just went right back on.
Again, it was an accident. It wasn't intentional. So I didn't say it was intentional.
I didn't say it was intentional. I never said that. I never accused you. I never accused anybody of anything. But we know, here I come to save the day.
Anton Daniels is on his way.
No, that's not it.
See how he just caught a stray.
Nope. I'm about to defend myself because my goal is to make it the best show possible by getting as many people to insert their opinion as possible. And so it's not about saving nobody. It's just about making sure that we giving everybody the floor to speak. And she stopped as soon as you started talking.
Nah, Anton. I stopped.
No, I didn't.
I stopped talking. But
no, you tapped the mic, but I stopped talking.
Okay, cool. Let's keep going.
Thank you.
Brittany, you got to stop giving these niggas grace. You got to go in.
Okay, I advise against that.
To be honest with you,
Brittany, stand up for yourself.
I advise against that.
I'm not.
I advise against that. I advise against that.
I don't want to give too much too soon. I'll just say that. But I'm chilling.
Yeah, she waiting for a 3-month anniversary. It's crazy.
What?
You already did too much.
But it was because I didn't hear him.
That July nigga, y'all niggas gonna get the business this summer, nigga.
Brittany, stand on your
I'm
shit.
nice, but I ain't that nice. But again, it was an accident, so it wasn't that big of a deal.
Won't be much grace given though. I'll tell you that.
That's cool.
Ain't gonna be much grace given. But anyway,
Brittany, this is like prison. If you
no, hell no.
Not prison.
No, hold on. Let me get my analogy. if you come into the pod, and
the pod,
if
like
you
on
come
Love Is
into
Blind,
the
the pod.
if you
Like
come into
the
the
pod.
pod and they smell weakness, you know what I'm saying, and they're gonna be trying to make you wash their drawers and all of this
Look,
shit.
she cutting you off right now. Look at that. That's crazy.
I'm cool with it. But you're gonna have to squabble up sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let them know, hey, listen, you're not taking my lunch, you're not taking my brownies. You know what I'm saying? You're not doing nothing. You're not doing none of that. So Brittany, listen, you got my full permission to stand up for yourself. All right.
Hey, that's cool. Just make sure everybody can stand up for themselves. That's all. Just make sure it's fair for everybody. Ain't no interruptions. No, you can't do that. No interruptions. When they cross that line, don't interrupt.
Brittany, I got your back. I got your back. Don't be afraid to
No.
Don't be afraid of. Don't be afraid of Q.
It ain't about being afraid. It ain't about being afraid.
Don't be afraid of none of these
you
people.
Want to cross that line? You want to cross that line? Be able to hold your own. It's not about being scared.
I'm just afraid of saying anything to Slimmy because Slimmy don't. I just.
What?
So you're saying you got to tiptoe around Slimmy? Is that what you're saying?
Are you nuts?
Yeah, just a little bit. I've learned.
You got to tiptoe around me. You got it. This is what I'm talking about. Audacity. The audacity of women. The audacity of women is insane.
I'm learning you.
This is what happens when you allow women to talk. Crazy. The audacity of a woman.
And you learn how to deal with people. At least I do. I just learn how to deal with people.
Well,
so you learn that because
you
can't talk because you're
communicate with
scared.
people. And you should learn how to be respectful before you start going down a certain road and a certain path.
This got derailed.
And then you don't have to backtrack and say, "Oh, I didn't mean that like that. I didn't mean it."
No.
Don't explain yourself, Brittany. You just don't have to.
You're not that. I'm not this. I'm not that. Just learn.
Every time we put these glasses on, we get somebody. Who are you? What's your name?
I'm the same person.
He got a new camera.
I didn't get a new camera. This is
no. He just changed the light.
Come on.
Oh.
No. Sometimes I use the camera. And sometimes I just use the computer. There go Anton smiling at everything again.
I'm looking at the next video that I'm setting up for us to be able to review.
You were smiling last time too.
Okay, so as it pertains to your question, just for us to get back on
sounding like Muttley.
Nope.
Y'all might not be old enough to know who Muttley is.
Q Diddy, I'm gonna give you the last say, and then we're gonna move to the next part of the conversation.
I don't think your partner matters. Like if he wasn't beating people and doing all the extra shit, him being with Cardi B wouldn't matter. It'd have been fine.
You crazy.
No, it's the extra stuff that he was doing that's getting him in trouble. Like you beat up a chef and you getting in charge. You get like, what did he do? Like, what is being with Cardi B like? They like, we can't fuck with Cardi B. We out of here. Like, kick rocks. You think it's all Cardi B's fault?
I didn't say it was.
Or their relationship. Well, their relationship is what's.
I think that when you get bigger than the program,
that chef too.
When you get bigger than the program, I just think I hope he got his money stacked because he got a lot of kids. He got a lot of life to live.
A lot of kids.
And to be 32 in your early 30s and you about to be there, I think that that's a very difficult.
Okay, perfect example. Look at Clay Thompson. He with Megan Thee Stallion. He ain't in trouble.
In the NBA,
he looked
the
conservative,
NFL and the NBA is two different things.
And not political conservative. He just keeps everything reserved, and he looked pretty.
And I'll tell you this: NBA contracts are guaranteed. Hold on, wait. NBA contracts are guaranteed. NFL contracts are not.
Exactly.
So it's a different conversation. And
him dating Cardi B. Oh, go ahead.
And Clay got with her at the tail end of his career.
It don't. Hey, y'all said they was gonna break up, and I was proud of them niggas, and they about to get married and bought a house. So fuck all y'all.
I don't care whether they together or not. To be honest with you,
Stefon Diggs might as well marry Cardi now.
My thing is,
Yeah,
I don't know. I just think that in the NFL, you got to be careful who you talk to and what you become visible for. So
because it's not even the fact that he's with Cardi B per se, it's what she comes with. Like, she's still a married woman and you're dating her off the back of her still being married, and you get her pregnant. So it's just like, dating someone with the same type of visibility doesn't have to be a bad thing, but if it's a person like
Mr. Kraft doesn't care about that.
It's him. It don't have nothing to do with Cardi B. He's just ghetto.
Facts.
Like, you call it what it is.
That Molly talk.
He's the typical hood booger, and it's not a good look for certain professions.
Yup.
Him and his brother.
And the NFL got no problem dropping you.
Klay Thompson,
I'm proud of him. He looks happy.
Klay Thompson is earning 15 to 20 million annually. And he got a deal. He got another shoe deal.
With who?
Anta. A 10-year deal.
Oh yeah, Anta. Another one. And it up.
He got a 10-year deal. Right now, he on a 3-year, $50 million contract. His peak salary in 23-24 was $43 million. So
this NBA is crazy.
So I mean, it's a difference, you know. And he don't, as far as we know, Klay Thompson ain't got no kids out of wedlock.
So you think having kids that are wildlife will get you kicked off a team?
No, I think that having kids gonna put you in a difficult situation in the NFL when you gotta leave the league at 32 years old.
Oh, I didn't know that was a conversation. Okay.
You and them fringes.
So I just think it's a difference. I think it's a massive difference.
Why do you have those in the camera?
Please.
Why does he have them at all?
Let me read the super chats. We're gonna move on to the next part of the show. I got more questions for y'all. Shout out to everybody that support the platform, including everybody that I'm about to read. TS Car Wash and Detail Service says, when you're the provider for your family, all that hey, how you doing is out the window now. Shout out to you. The Pats run a tight ship, so that's why he was released, because he had a great season. Another team going to sign him, says TS Car, not for 16 M's. Not for 16 M's. Not for 16 M's. TS Car Wash and Detail Services, Miami Heat, Pat Riley run a tight ship. Shaq got into it with Riley, and he was with the Suns the next day, but it don't matter because they contracts is guaranteed in the NBA. It's a difference. AD example, T.O. and Ocho. Yep. There's a lot of examples in the NFL. And usually it always happens with the receivers too. Michael Irvin.
Prima donnas, yeah.
Michael Irvin says Jack Carter. Shout out to Jack Carter. Lil Folk says Randy Moss had over 1,000 yards in his first 3 years with the Patriots, including a Pro Bowl year. The year they went to the Super Bowl. Bobby Nelson in the building. I appreciate you, Bobby Nelson. Callie Mike says, don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Just kidding. TS Car Wash and Detail Service says Slim, T.O. or Calvin Johnson?
T.O. always. Only person
Fuck no.
T.O.
Fuck no.
Only person above T.O. is Randy Moss.
What?
Fuck no. Randy Moss. Only person above T.O. is Randy Moss. Stop playing.
Nigga, Calvin Johnson just at the top of his
career.
Anton
biased. We don't care what he has to say about this.
I'm not biased.
I didn't even say anything.
No, you shaking your head. We already know what time it is.
I didn't say anything.
You can't say nothing.
And Jerry Rice is better than T.O.
Calvin Johnson. He ain't nowhere near no fucking T.O.
He's better.
Calvin
You're right.
Johnson,
you crazy as fuck. What?
Shout out to Calvin Johnson.
What world is Calvin Johnson better than T.O.?
Calvin Johnson, Megatron all day long.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Jerry Rice is the best receiver ever to play in the NFL, not T.O.
Shout out to Jared Frost with the 10 ball says NFL is rigged. Diggs and Cardi was just eyes for the Super Bowl like Taylor Swift was. It's entertainment. The NFL will protect their image at all costs. Just like Cam Newton learned to Lamar Jackson, if you not clean cut like Jalen Hurts, the NFL won't won't bless you with the storyline for the Super Bowl. Shout out to you. I appreciate you, big dog.
Had a fame.
Kai said he see you, sunshine.
Thank you, Kais.
Shout out to Kais, man. Shout out to Kais. We appreciate you, Kais. And thank you. I really do. I really do appreciate you, Kais. Everybody that support the platform. But I really do appreciate you, Kais. You the man.
You can't even spell Cam's name right.
Huh? Slim showed the cheerleader shoes. It says TS Car Wash and Detail Service. And last but not least, Johnny Mack says, I see Slimmy brought the Navajo 11s out. Shout out to Slimmy. He said he got Larry. TS Car Wash and Detail Service says he got Larry Fitzgerald over Calvin Johnson.
Stop.
All right, let me get over to the Breakfast Club. The Breakfast or Break Fast Club. I like to call it the Break Fast Club. The Breakfast Club. I want to get y'all thoughts on this. Again, make sure I hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications.
Anton.
Yeah, the mic is on, Chris.
What up?
No, go ahead. Go ahead. I'll wait. Oh my God, I'm gonna wait.
What?
Somebody died.
No, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Go ahead, Slimmy.
Calvin Johnson has 4 years of double-digit touchdowns. 4.
And he left because they didn't know how to use him, and he left.
That's correct. That's why he retired early.
Absolutely.
He did the same thing that Barry. That's like saying Barry Sanders. Hold on, wait. That's like saying Barry Sanders was not. If somebody says that Barry Sanders is their number one pick for the number one running back of all time, even though his stats may not say that, I wouldn't be mad at him for saying that. You can't just go by stats, right? You got to go by why they retired, who they was playing with, their offensive line, what other receivers were they playing with, what quarterback did they have at the time. The Lions was not a good organization to play for at that time. So as far as talent, if you take Megatron and you exchange and you put him on the team and you put Terrell Owens in the spot that Megatron is, you exchange him, it's crazy.
It don't work like that. It don't work like
that. Right, it don't work like that. But at the same time, the people that know.
No, but this is what I will say about Terrell Owens. Megatron got 4 years of double-digit touchdowns, and I'm saying double-digit touchdowns. Terrell Owens, I didn't even count all of his years. He has 7 years of 13 plus touchdowns. And the reason why I made 13, why I wanted to make the 13 significant is because Megatron, he got 16 one year, and every other year that he had, it was 12. And T.O. has 7 years.
We could debate this.
7 years above 13 touchdowns.
Didn't Calvin Johnson had John Kitna thrown to him?
You said what?
What's that dude's name?
But we're not gonna dig into it right now, Quentin, because I want to get to this next question. But shout out to Slimmy. I know Slimmy wanted to get that off, but we could debate that. All right, let me get into this Breakfast Club conversation real quick.
Is the mic on? We're flying out of LaGuardia Airport, going to Richmond. My brother Desi and I got 4 shows this weekend at the Funny Bone Comedy Club down there. I love our VA. Going to the 804. Next weekend, we're going to be in the 864. The dirt roads of Greenville, South Carolina. That's where Charlemagne the Gizzle is from. He was so damn happy that I was going down there. I ain't gonna lie, yo, since Breakfast Club been on Netflix, man, our engagement, our people be, all the fans that we built up over time, or that they built up, I just got here, that they built up over time on YouTube, oh my God, they feel neglected because Netflix was like, nope, We want all of it. Y'all can't have no other social media presence. None. So now we got to find other content to do that can go on our other platforms. But it's okay because Just Hilarious got that in a bag, shorty. So make sure y'all tune into Justice Thoughts. I started doing a segment where I do like a reaction videos to the interviews, like thoughts, shit that I be sitting there thinking in my mind in real time with the interviews. But it's some of the funniest content ever. So go ahead, make sure y'all subscribe, or as Charlamagne say, subscribe. Subscribe to my YouTube first, Just Large Official, and then the Breakfast Club YouTube to see my exclusive segment that I do for the Breakfast Club. We now on Netflix. I said we're now on Netflix.
All right, we're gonna leave it there. Do y'all think that the Breakfast Club made a mistake going to Netflix? And should they have kept things exactly the way that it was when it was on YouTube, or should they have took the money and went over to Netflix?
I don't know too many like content creators that went over to that and like ran it up. I know the one that I do know, like it was trash. The Pop the Balloon show when they went to Netflix, fucking trash. I don't even think they have it anymore. But I don't know. Like I think a lot of bigger people are turning down these bigger platforms because why? You can't say everything you want to say on Netflix.
Any other thoughts?
Yes, I think it was probably, I think we'll look back about, give us about 9 months and it'll be an ill-advised move.
So you saying that they shouldn't have took the money?
No.
Well, I don't know how that deal is structured, to be honest with y'all. I'm
But
not
they
sure.
can't be like, can you be authentic? Like I feel like they like, hey, in the pre-production meeting, like don't say this, don't say that. You know what I mean? You can't say nigga, you can't cuss. Like you know what I mean? Like I don't think they can be themselves.
That's literally what I was thinking. Like, are they able to still make the type of content that they were making on YouTube? Or, like you said, can they even be themselves? I don't think it was a smart move, money wise, probably, but in the long run, I don't think it's going to be a good idea.
I think that them being a group when they were off of Netflix, they were a strong united front to have some longevity in the game when it came to making content on YouTube versus being on Netflix now. They're in a situation where they they own the audience. Netflix owns your audience. They own your distribution power. They not letting you do what you want to do. So yes, it does kind of take away from them, and only way that they can thrive is individually, I don't know, try to individually stand out or do something else on the side that is doesn't violate their contract with Netflix. They'll have to work harder individually instead of just making it an easy long road together.
From what Just Hilarious is saying, it sounds like they fumbled the bag.
Yeah.
And talking about making reaction videos, I'm just like, come on now. But didn't they bring it back to YouTube? Because YouTube has way more viewers than Netflix. Not, you know what I'm saying? I think more people watch YouTube than they watch Netflix. So why would y'all try to convert y'all audience? Some people don't want a membership to watch y'all.
That's the one.
And then when y'all are playing clips, they like 2, 3 minutes. Nobody gonna waste their time. That was a I don't know who's making like these business moves. Is it out of desperation or do these people really think like this is gonna be good business? I feel like they're out of touch with the people. Cause I don't it just didn't make even pop the balloon. Then they completely switched up the cast. It's like if y'all want to sell out to these big conglomerates, I can't see where they benefited them at all.
I definitely think it was a money deal because, like you said, who wants to pay for a subscription to get on there and watch out, and when I can just get on your YouTube channel or whatever? But maybe their numbers weren't doing as good as we think, and they had to do something fast where it wasn't a Breakfast Club. That's the only.
And then, like, I feel like the Breakfast Club is kind of niche. Who from Netflix is really gonna be watching the Breakfast Club? I wouldn't.
Who's going to watch a podcast on Netflix? Period.
About a radio station? Like, Breakfast Club 1 is kind of getting old and tired. They need to consider that too. Like, they becoming dinosaurs.
I mean, I agree. There's so many people doing podcasts now that you can get the information they're giving, putting out. You can find it somewhere else on YouTube for free. I'm not about to pay to watch y'all $30.
They're not big enough.
You don't play for YouTube Premium?
No.
That's crazy.
They basically like they signed a deal with the devil for some upfront cash, you know.
I think that I don't know. It's complicated. I think it's very complicated. I think that they misunderstood their audience, and maybe they thought that they can convert their audience over similar to the way that other people, like maybe first of all, I think it was for the money. Secondly, I don't think that they was ever in control the way that we like to say that they was in control, because they under iHeartMedia, right? And so iHeartMedia kind of control that. I mean, it's not like they, are in charge of what's going on at the Breakfast Club. I'm sure they got control as far as what they can and can't say, but I'm not sure exactly how that deal is structured. I don't know if it's incentive based. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure what's going on. But what I do know is that I believe that they made a mistake. I said it from the very beginning that I thought that they was making a mistake. Whenever people abandon YouTube, in my opinion, or abandon where they built their core audience, I think that people are making a mistake. And they're learning in real time. Begging is not going to get people to move over from YouTube over to Netflix. I think it's going to make people even more like steadfast and saying, laughing and not doing it. I don't know if this deal is going to last, but here's the bigger problem. I'm not sure if their audience is still going to be there waiting for them if they decide, okay, well, we abandoned this Netflix situation. I don't think they abandoned the Netflix situation. The only thing that, in my opinion, that I probably see happening is Netflix saying this shit ain't working out. We're going to have to cancel this, right? But Netflix got a lot of money, so I'm not sure that they're going to do that. I don't know if they were to ever leave, would they be able to gain back the people that stopped watching them, or have the people moved on to other things? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that would be a problem.
Who is really watching them though? Like, I feel like the same people who actually watch the Breakfast Club or like really listen are the same people who like go to the shade room. It's like, who's really on a day-to-day basis? I don't never talk to nobody about what's going on the Breakfast Club.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that, because they get a lot of people when it came to interviews, right? I don't know. They're in New York, right? So New York just got a huge base on the radio. You know what I'm saying? Because you're talking about 8 million plus people. And so they got a huge base as far as that. But as far as like YouTube itself, I'm not really sure that they got the same motion that they used to, because I don't know if people are still checking for them the same way. They got a lot more competition in the same spaces, whether you want to talk about Club Shay Shay or you want to talk about whatever. And I just think that they're going to have a problem. I don't know if you can gain that same audience back, or if they got the same relevance that they had, that they was holding on to prior to them moving over to Netflix. So I don't know.
I don't know why they moved to Net. I mean, I know they're big, but I feel like
always that money.
Moving them over to Netflix now, when people are kind of like not really caring about them, I thought that was crazy.
That's probably why they did
like
it.
It's like quick money, because like
yeah,
like YouTube is the bag if you have a following. Like you got to keep going. It ain't something like that, but yeah. Shout out to them though.
Any other thoughts on this?
I agree with you guys. I think that their demographic was just, they messed up. I was looking to see what their core demographic was, like on the radio and everything, and it says specifically it's considered essential appointment listening for people of color. Well, Netflix 60% white. So I'm just like, you literally looked your stats in the face, turned your back and kept walking. So I don't know what they expected to happen.
I got a touch.
Maybe they was crossing. Maybe they was trying to cross over to a bigger audience too.
No, this is the best time to probably make that kind of move because they're losing relevance. It's the best time. Like you don't wait till you down all the way down bad to try and strike a deal. You got to get it while the iron is hot. That's actually a good move for them. Like honestly, they wait 4 years to try and strike that deal. They ain't gonna be nowhere near as valuable. This is about as valuable as they will ever be again. Like
that's a
period.
Good point. That's a really good point.
I think they did the right thing. Like I don't give a fuck about all that other shit. Like, are you getting the money? Because you're doing this shit to get the money. Are you not? Like it's for the money. So yeah, like what are they gonna really be upset about? Let's be real. Let's be real.
Outside of the interviews,
they don't work real jobs. They don't work real jobs. Like, what are they going to be upset about? They're not even real journalists, but they're doing
what I'm saying. Who's their fan base?
They're doing journalistic type of things. They're really just gossiping and they getting money for it. Who cares how you get that money? Who cares? Honestly, who really cares?
That's true.
Because you're not selling yourself out. You're not doing something like obscure. You're not going to Dubai and getting shitted on. You're getting money in an honest way. You're actually getting money in an honest way. You got a bag. You went to Netflix. People gonna see this. They're gonna be like, well, what the fuck is this? Oh, maybe I should watch it every once in a while. They're gonna see some weird ass clips. They're gonna see some pretty ass black women. And they're gonna see some weird looking black dudes, some funny looking black dudes, some not funny dudes. Then they'll be like, oh, okay, this is cool. And they'll turn away and then they'll check back into it every once in a while.
I want to hear Charlamagne's political opinion, though.
Don't matter.
Like people kind of watch it for Charlamagne.
It doesn't matter.
Like really, who?
It doesn't matter. It literally
just
because
they pay him money and put a camera on him does not mean people are actually listening and caring.
Molly,
he's just somewhat controversial.
Molly, that's the point. You were
not if you a puppet though. Like
how you a puppet? How you a puppet?
Because who cares about Charlamagne now?
You're missing the
in
point.
this generation. Do they really care about Charlamagne? He's like 50.
At this point in his life, this is the best time to do that kind of deal. While he's probably never going to be relevant again in a major way in that field. He'll never be as popping in the field of radio as he once was. He'll never be that popping again. Yes, it's a great deal for him. It's a great deal. What is he? I mean, like, when is he ever going to be able to get a bigger bag? When is he ever going to be able to get a bigger bag? When is Jess Hilarious going to be able to get a bigger bag?
I'm not checking Netflix for The Breakfast Club. That's all.
It doesn't matter if you're checking it. I'm not checking it either. I don't give a fuck about The Breakfast Club. I never really check for it unless they had somebody on there that I liked, or if I seen a clip with Soulja Boy on there acting a fool. That's the only time I ever check for that shit because it's.
But funny. I think there's something to be said for that too, that you weren't watching or listening in the first place. So I mean, you're obviously not going to be converted just because it went to Netflix. So who knows? Maybe they will. Maybe they'll restructure it. Maybe they'll get new people, younger people, or do different interviews and cater towards television.
No, you're missing the point. Oh, well, maybe you're talking about something different. I think it's a good move for them because they'll never be relevant like they once were. Like Angela Yee is gone. That was part of the draw for some of the women. Like they fucked with her. I don't think Just Hilarious is Angela Yee. Like and in New York, like people really fucked with her. Huh?
And she kind of manly.
not funny.
It's off-putting.
Man,
And she's not funny.
Yeah.
But the point is, we all knew who Angela Yee was from that show. We didn't know her before that. I mean, we knew who Jess Hilarious was before that, and she's still nowhere near is like popping as Angela Yee was on there. It almost don't even make sense that she up there. But if they could find a way to get a bag with an obscure cast, with people that don't really have no chemistry, with people that seem like they up there for no reason, man, get that motherfucking money. You ain't doing nothing crazy for it. You're not doing. I mean, they literally aren't doing nothing crazy. Like, I could see if they was like, well, you got to talk about this, and that's all you get to talk about. Yeah, then fuck that. No, they still talking about this. They still talking about the same shit, and they just got to figure out ways. They got to figure out ways to market themselves on social media. Man, do your what? Man, you better take that money and run with it. Find your way through that motherfucking algorithm. Get on that motherfucking social media all day. Find your way through that algorithm. Shit. That ain't no real.
All right, let me ask y'all a question. I don't even like to pose this type of question, but I'm gonna ask a question. Hypothetically speaking, right? Let's say that I got this vision and I'm like, y'all, in 5 years, we're gonna be doing these crazy numbers, we're gonna be getting this crazy money or whatever, right? Hypothetically speaking. And then I get a deal on the table from like a Netflix and they say, listen, Anton, we give you 10 M's for, what you building for room 9. And I said, nah, I don't want that. Would y'all be pissed at me?
No.
How much will we get?
Hold on, all right. Everybody want to talk at the same time.
Do we get a M each?
Right. That makes a difference.
And hair and makeup.
You better 2 days.
What other stipulations are said?
What do you mean?
What are the stipulations though?
I don't know. I'm just giving a general.
Oh, just
like I don't have a.
Why would you turn it down?
Giving a general hypothetical.
Shit. Why would you turn it down?
But what if I'm like, well, I don't think that would be, best for the platform, and it don't align with my vision, and I want to turn this big deal down that's gonna get everybody this crazy bag. Would y'all be pissed or no?
Yeah.
No.
Absolutely.
No.
I have a
no.
I ain't about to fake. Fuck
I'm not doing this for the money. So
that, bro?
Yeah.
Why did you do that, bro? Why did you do that, bro? I'll tell you right now.
I think it would
why
be
would
nice
you do
to
that?
sit down and be like, show me the plan. Where do you see this going? Let's mine this out. Like you like to say, let's look
ain't no mining shit.
Your numbers are versus what the numbers are right now and today. And then given the fact that we in a war, I'd be like, nah, sign that today. Take the money and run.
I think it's what you doing this for. What are you doing this for? And your vision is, you know what I'm saying, something you want to run with. How much does your vision cost? And if you don't think that it's worth it, I would say I'll respect that.
Okay, so who all would be like, man, what the fuck are you doing? Who all would be like that? Slimmy? And who else?
I would need
Miss Sanchez.
I'm gonna do my hands like this. I need more information. Like what's happening?
Yeah,
that's all the information he said he was giving. Y'all crazy as hell.
What is your vision?
Man, y'all
what
crazy.
This is not it.
Anton ain't turning down no bag like that.
You know what's crazy? Tyra Banks got the same scenario.
Unless they say he can't do
not
YouTube
true, Slimmy.
no more. Unless they say he can't do YouTube no more, then I will understand it.
Well, that's what they would say. That's what they told the Breakfast Club.
Right, that's what they told the Breakfast Club. Get off everything.
Yeah, well, the Breakfast Club is different.
Netflix owns them.
Yeah, the Breakfast Club is different. They're not gonna get any. Their range of growth is probably peaked out.
If they own it, they set the rules.
They're not gonna grow anymore on YouTube.
On America's Next Top Model, they told her to fire her co-host. Otherwise, they was gonna move on with her show without her. Like at some point, you got to realize, like, the people that own you, you don't get to go with the gravy train. This is Anton Daniels. This ain't this room 9. At the end of the day,
What if I said, you know what? I don't believe that this is going to be the best deal. And, I think that in 3 or 4 years, we going to be better off than if we take the money now.
I want to
Then
give
yeah,
my
that's nothing wrong with
opinion.
that.
I think
that's
if
a
you
different
said that,
conversation.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with that.
But I would wonder how you.
I'll be pissed because Netflix wouldn't let these niggas cut me off.
I thought you was done talking.
Netflix gonna probably have me putting in some hours I'm gonna have to say no to.
Hopefully it's all
I
pre-recorded.
don't like to
'cause how
work,
can we
y'all.
be
I don't think y'all
live?
understand that.
That's
Okay,
facts.
can I finish what I was saying before Slimmy and Brittany cut me off simultaneously?
Go ahead, bro.
I'm gonna be like I've been doing
You
for the
cannot.
last 5 years. I'm gonna turn my camera on. I'm gonna be here early.
All right, that's what's up.
So
I feel like this. My name is not on it.
So you're going to point out that everybody cut you off, even though they stopped talking, and you're going to say something that you say all the time, and you're not going to add anything to. We got it. Troll on 1,000. Troll on 1,000, man.
The only time,
You just said
as far as
Netflix.
my own personal platforms, I don't know. I don't have anything else to say about this subject.
I'm about to bring up Your Highness. One moment, please.
I don't even know what that means, but okay.
I don't think every deal, like money deal, is a good. You know what I mean? Like I don't think every money deal is a good deal. You know what I mean? Like yeah, okay, it's money, but if there's a vision, if there's a plan, and you can see where things are going, I think that's better to ride that way than to just take the money from like a bigger platform. Like if you know that your plan and your, you know what I'm saying, your ideas can actually make you maybe more, then there's nothing wrong with that. I think the way you first brought it up though, it made it seem like, would you guys take the money, or would we be mad if you like just didn't take the money? But it's like when you mentioned that you had like a plan, and that to me make more sense. But if you're just like, no, let me just turn down the deal.
I think that as a person that's kind of in charge, you take a little bit more of a microscope to it when it's other people. You know what I'm saying? When you got other people to worry about.
Yeah.
If it's just me by myself, I could just tell you right now, I wouldn't give a fuck about that. That don't mean nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? If they offering me something for my own platforms or something like that, if I don't feel like I need to have an exit strategy because, this is something I'm not going to focus on for the rest of my life or something like that, or it's something I'm not going to be focused on for the next 5 years or something, then that's a completely different conversation. You know what I'm saying? But if this is something that I'm dedicating myself to for the next 5 to 10 years, personally, then, on my own, just silent, solo, Millionaire Morning Show, Anton Daniels channel, I'm not tripping off of it on that. But when I got other people, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, okay, I would have to think a lot harder about that because, I want what's best. I got to do the thing that's what's best for everybody. I can't look at it for my own selfish reasons. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I mean, you would just, I would make whatever the best decision is for the team. That's the decision that I would make. That's what I would go with.
Well, what if they make us work? I'm with Molly.
I mean, it depends. You want an M or you don't want an M.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I would prefer not to know. Like, you don't have to tell me, oh, by the way, I passed up 10 million last week.
Hey.
Keep that to yourself.
Okay.
What up, 2K?
What up, though?
I was bringing up
I thought you was bringing up a woman. Hey, 2K.
Your mic not working.
It's working. Well, it's not working no more. But yeah, I would just have to try. I would try to get the biggest bag possible. Okay. Everything that I would be doing.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, but you're low. You're not as loud as you usually are.
Yeah, I'm not even trying to get left out this Netflix deal conversation.
Dude, that's why he can't.
I don't even want to get left out the scenario.
Let me put my face on camera real quick.
Yeah, I will make the best deal for the team, low key. So, but then again, like look at Joe, right? Joe Budden made a decision to walk away from the whole Spotify situation but his people had to truly believe in him in order for him to be able to do that, in my opinion, right? Because Spotify was offering what Spotify is offering, but Joe is way better off today than he would have had he took that Spotify deal. You know what I'm saying? So
this is my thing with the Joe situation, because I monitor that closely because I was rooting for Joe. Let's say Joe, we know Joe up 20 M's a month. That's reportedly, right?
A month?
What? Yeah. 20 M's a month. Reportedly, well, is his team better off under Joe though?
I mean, it depends. Well, it's different. I think that the people that he came into the game with that's still with him is better off. I think that the product is still dope, is better off. A lot of those other guys, they came in newer after the Spotify thing, right? Like you got to think Ish, all of them, Queens, Flip, all of them, they came in after the Spotify. You know, after he walked away from the Spotify situation.
Yeah, I really in that moment, thinking in retrospect, I just think Joe was looking out for Joe, of course, but I wonder what the team had been off better, because like with the Rory and Mal, like that. First of all, I think that's the best podcast ever. I think that's the format, and it's so rare because they had all the intangibles that it can't be duplicated, no matter what they was asking for. And I just think Joe didn't know it. The product was superb, bro. But
I think that the product is better than what he would have took when he was with, like, unpopular opinion. I think that him, Rory, and Mal had a moment. You know, it was a time. It was great for the time that they was together. I like the product better today than when he was with Rory and Mal. But when the whole situation kind of fucked up and blew up, everybody was like kind of spelling the demise of Joe's platform. And he persevered through that shit, and he winning. He won.
Yeah, I still watch Rory and Mal, but I like them better as a tandem. Like, and I still like the Joe Budden show now, even when I can catch it. It's kind of like the NBA, because they really don't put the episodes on YouTube no more. It's hard to see.
They put them out there afterwards, later.
Afterwards,
like after
yeah. We didn't miss the moment at that point. But bro, that can't be duplicated, bro. Like the chemistry was so A1, bro. Like I'd rather see them bickering and fighting than watching
Rory and Mal.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
It was A1, Anton.
I love when they were on the show. I like when Flip and Flip and Ish and
I like
when they came on. It was a nice transition. Like it wasn't horrible. You know what I mean? Like it didn't transition badly or anything like that. But it was something about Rory, Mal, and Joe, and like it was something about them together that like I went to their live shows. Like that's how dope they were to me. Like I love them like together. So I don't know. Like I really like them as a
and the
group.
thing was with them, you don't know who was gonna carry the show that day. Like you had 3 all-star players just because they was together. You don't know. Rory might give you 50 and 20 this night.
Let me ask you a question. Okay. Let me ask you a question. Do you watch Rory and Mal's platform?
Yeah, I do.
But not as much as I used to. I don't watch a lot of.
No, it's on Netflix too. I still watch it, but they need that Joe element. Like they still good together, but they need Joe to be Joe for them to be the best them as well. Like all of them was the best together.
No, yeah. I think that Joe is good.
Joe great.
Joe proved that he don't need none of these motherfuckers. Honestly.
He don't. No, yeah, he doesn't need anybody for sure.
But it's better.
But as a dynamic, like them all together, to me was really dope. You know what I mean? Like, and I think that they all played their role. Like they all had a good little, you know what I'm saying, little role that they played together. The chemistry was dope. Like I said, I don't watch Joe as much as I used to. I don't watch a lot of people as much as I used to, but Rory and Mal went to their live show before. They was pretty dope. You know what I mean? So it was just and maybe it was also a different time too. Maybe that was a thing. Like the timing.
I think y'all got revisionist history. I don't think y'all really remember.
That's
I remember.
Yeah, no. Hold on. What I'm saying is, I don't think y'all remember all of those episodes. A lot of times, them niggas was mailing it in.
No, hell no.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Listen, bro, I've been following Joe since before Tahiri. Like I've been following Joe's YouTube since, you know what I'm saying? These niggas used to be arguing about the not the source, but the double XL best rappers list. It was a lot of times that them niggas was just chilling, mailing it in. And I don't know. Yeah, I think that y'all have a revisionist history. But the fact of the matter is that I knew that Joe was gonna be fine by himself. Joe was always the main character, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I don't think that. I think that let me tell you why I think that the product is better. Because Joe doesn't have to carry it as much as he did when he had Rory and Mal on the platform. Respectfully. When he listen, when he had I seen Queen's Flip carry that shit by himself. Like I've seen a lot of conversations with the newer format where Joe don't even have to really speak the majority of the time. Then he might come in towards the end of a segment and he may add his 2 cents. Joe had to carry pretty much almost all the time. He had to be incredibly engaged in order for the platform to continue to grow, to continue to grow and do what it was doing. So I think that y'all, because of nostalgia, y'all thinking of Rory and Mal as the main players.
No,
I don't see it the same way.
When we was watching it, we knew we was watching something special at the moment. It was like watching the Warriors with KD. You knew you was watching something special in that moment, not nostalgia.
Yeah.
Not nostalgia. You knew this was it.
Joe was always the main character. Like, we knew that. But it was, like I said, it was more about the dynamic of them together. That, to me, was dope. It's not necessarily saying one of them was better than Joe. No. It was the dynamic of all of them together made that show, to me, dope. Like,
it was the dynamic of Joe bringing out... No. It was the dynamic of Joe bringing out the best of them. They didn't improve Joe. Joe improved them. They were nothing, in my opinion. And again, this is respectfully, I'm just giving an opinion from a fan's perspective. Joe was Joe. Joe was Joe on Complex. Joe was Joe on his own podcast. Joe was Joe when it was Tahiri. What people are not really taking into consideration is that Joe is the main character. None of these motherfuckers are even remotely close to being main character. Y'all keep saying chemistry and stuff like that. Joe is the chemistry.
No, he's not.
When Joe left Complex, that shit was trash.
Why you think it's so many people up there now? Joe,
man, listen,
bro.
Joe
not the main character, bro.
Do you feel like when he brought in Ish and Ice before Queen Flip got on the show, so it was Ish and Ice? Do you feel like when that happened, when that transition happened, do you feel like
it was still popping?
I still liked it, but
it was still up.
I agree. No, I agree.
They never missed a step. No, listen.
Yes, they did.
No, they did not. When Ish and Ice came in, they was clowning about the fact that Ish and Ice is coming in, and they never missed a step. As a matter of fact, that shit went up more. It went up more.
I think it went up more because of the dynamic changed. I think it went up more.
Usually what happens when a dynamic change, when it's a big change, people tune in to see what's happening, right? Because you're gonna have a spike.
Yeah,
you don't have a spike because people are nosy and they want to tune in to see what happens. But guess what? They never fell off. They just kept doing like this. The spike never unspiked.
But how are we to say that it would have fell off if Rory and Mal would have stayed on the show? Do you think it would have went lower? Like, do you think it wouldn't have spiked then too? Or do you think it would have?
I think that Joe proved that he didn't. He is the chemistry.
But I think you're thinking we're saying that he's not like the main character. I'm not disagreeing with that. I 100% agree. Joe can be on a show by himself, and I think it'll be entertaining. That's a fact. Like, I think he can carry a show by himself. He's done it before. So it's not dissing Joe. It's just simply saying that at that time, Rory and Mal, to me, I think they had something special with that show when they were all together. I don't think when they moved over Ish and Ice, I still watched the show, and I didn't think it was a horrible transition, because sometimes you can bring new people in and it's just like, okay, who are these people? Why are they here? This is stupid. But I think that with Rory and Mal, a lot of people were confused. We were mad. A lot of people why are they not here anymore? Then when you start hearing about the why, a lot of people started gravitating a lot towards Rory and Mal as well because they felt like Joe did some shady stuff.
I'm gonna tell you, so check this out. When it was Rory and Mal, I felt like I was in the conversation. When it's Ish and what's called, I felt like I was learning from the conversation. It felt older. It felt more mature. It was still a good podcast. It's still good. But when it was them, it felt like homeboys on the couch and we just watching.
I agree.
That's what it feels like now. That's what it feels like now.
Joe used to bully. Joe used to bully them niggas, man.
But see,
he used to bully them niggas, and for a long time. No. For a long time, they never gave that nigga no pushback on most of the things.
No, hell
no. Man, listen. It wasn't until late. It wasn't. Man, listen. I kept up with Joe Budden for a very, very long time. Very long time. When that shit first started popping off, them niggas was not even questioning shit that he was saying at all. He'd be rambling and they just agree with him. Then it was like after a while, they started to get a little bit of playful banter and friction. But for a long time, he bullied them. I'm just being honest. He used to bully them. He don't bully. He ain't bullying no motherfucking Queens Flip. They get into it heavy.
I mean,
it was later.
Get into it.
I don't remember that.
When early on they were before they started. This is back when Parks. He was just a voice in the background. I never saw this dude. He wasn't even on camera. You never saw this dude. You never saw this dude.
Yeah, I get it.
And you would never see this dude. And he would every blue moon, you would hear this dude's voice. And most of the time, until something happened with Rory, and he kind of triggered, and then he started developing into his own. But this took a long time. It was a long time before that.
When you gotta get your footing on a show, when you're new on a show, like that was their first time getting on the show. They weren't people that were on podcast before.
What do you mean? Maul and them. Hold on. Maul and them was with Joe before they started doing the podcast.
But being on a show with other people watching and you just being around somebody is two totally different things.
Yeah.
Trust me.
No.
Not everybody is like on go.
These dudes used to do this shit. It was Joe Budden TV. Them dudes used to be in there.
Though.
Rory is not from the beginning. Rory came into the fold. Rory wasn't friends with Joe. Maul and Joe was cool. They
I understand that. But the thing was, man, they were very agreeable for a long time.
But that's because they
very
probably,
agreeable.
Or they just agreed. Like maybe they actually agree with his points. Just because someone agrees doesn't mean that they weren't being honest about how they felt about something. Maybe they just agreed with him on whatever.
Let me tell you something. In my opinion, I believe that it's people that just bring out the best in people. Right?
Absolutely.
And I'll give you an example. Shout out to Mark Lamont. Nobody goes on Mark Lamont's platform and checks for Mark Lamont. I believe that Joe created a dynamic that allows for Mark Lamont to be able to thrive in comparison to all of the street shit, all of the niggas that was doing this, all of the niggas doing that. And he brought him in, even though Mark Lamont has always been relevant in some capacity, whether he was on CNN or whatever, he brings the best out in him because I believe that if you take Mark Lamont and you put him on another platform, it doesn't have as much motion as him being able to do what he does on Joe's platform.
Yes, because his counterbalance not there. Mark,
but it's always going to be a main character.
No, I get
Joe
it.
is the only main character, bro.
And that's
nobody else has to be a main character.
Yes,
everybody has a role.
Listen. Joe is Magic Johnson, but with Rory and Maul, he had Wilt Chamberlain.
No. Joe is Jordan.
No.
Respectfully,
he got to be Magic because he made everybody better.
He's Jordan.
He made everybody
Jordan made everybody better too.
We did
just in a different way.
I mean, respect. I'm just gonna give him his flowers. Like Joe is
with Jordan. You had to draft.
I Y'all keep making it sound like we saying Joe ain't like
You're
who
not
Joe
saying
is.
Joe
We
is
know who Joe is.
No. Listen. This is what the comparison is. Joe is Jordan. Respectfully, I don't know why I don't do that shit.
Steve Kerr.
Yes, thank you, Slimmy. Thank you,
Craig
Slimmy.
Hodges.
Thank you, Slimmy. Rory and Maul.
Bill Cartwright.
Steve Kerr. Fucking Tony Cook. Whatever you want to put it as.
They had
Yes,
some
bro.
phenomenal moments.
Thank
They
you,
had
Slimmy.
some phenomenal moments. They had some phenomenal moments.
Listen, hold on.
That shit wouldn't have been. Their career without Joe, it just ain't the same.
I'm not
Just
saying
being honest.
I'm not saying Rory and Maul are franchise players, but they damn sure not no role players, bro.
They definitely are.
These niggas literally.
That show got popping.
Hold on. All right.
Like we ain't
all right. Wait. What was the most intriguing episode of Rory and Maul that you ever saw?
It was so many, bro. Bro, you can't count, bro. It was
the most intriguing episode with the new cast.
This nigga gonna sit up here and lie.
No, that's what. Listen,
you know how long
why you always lying?
Hey, I'm not gonna gas these niggas up, bro. Especially for no reason. The show was great, bro. The show was great, like hands down. If
y'all trying to downplay it like it wasn't something like dope at the time, like y'all lying. Like that shit was actually really, really good.
That shit
no. Listen, bro. There are dynamic duos, and then there are people that had great role players around them. Joe is a person that has great role players around him. I'm honestly, bro, just real talk. I think y'all are seriously gassing Rory and Maul. Y'all seriously gassing them niggas.
How? We're talking about that when that show started and they were on the show, everybody was watching that show at the time. That show was good. People
because of Joe.
I vividly remember that.
Because of Joe.
It doesn't matter. But I don't watch the show now for anybody but Joe. If that's the case, you think I'm tuning in to watch Ish and Ice?
But why aren't you tuning in to watch? Why aren't you tuning in to watch Rory and Maul the way
they are?
Joe. No.
Okay,
so let me. All right, wait. Hold on. If Rory and Maul does a tour, you went to Joe the tour, right? You went to the Joe Budden. You went to one of the stops, right?
I went to I've been to the one in New York. I went to the Joe when Rory and Maul were on the show, yes, and I went to Rory and Maul's show when they came here to Atlanta, yes.
You went to Rory and Maul's show solo.
When they were together, like their show, I've been to their live show in Atlanta, yes.
No. I'm saying just Rory and Maul without Joe.
Yes.
I went to both. I went to two. So when Rory and Maul did the Joe Budden show, I went to the one in New York. This was a few years ago. I actually have I went to that.
3 years ago.
And then when they did their own show, I've been to the Rory and Maul show live in Atlanta. Yes.
What did you think about the one live in Atlanta?
It was funny. Now, granted, they had some other people, like I think B. Simone.
You said now, granted.
That part wasn't because it was different. The reason why I say that is like, so for the Rory and Maul show when they were with Joe, it was a little different from their own live show. That's why I said that, because they had other people.
I don't want to take away from them, right? I don't want to take away from Rory and Maul at all. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not trying to hate on them. I'm just trying to say that I think that and I mean, everybody got their preference. I think that Joe's show is better today. The iteration of it today is better than the one from yesteryear. I think the one from yesteryear was necessary at the time that it was there. It was a moment, but I think that the product has improved significantly.
I agree because the money has grown. The money has grown. The location has grown. They were in Park's basement? They're in a whole. Everything has grown. So I agree with you that yes, it might have gotten better because they've grown. That's what you should.
I don't think it has nothing to do with the location.
No, I'm saying in general. If Rory and Maul was still with Joe, I think it would have gotten better as well. I think there was always time and room for improvement, whether it was with Rory and Maul or whether it was with the new cast. I think it was always going to be room for improvement. I don't think it would have gotten worse if Joe would have stayed with Rory and Maul. I don't think it would have gotten worse. That's just my opinion.
I don't know about that, Brandon, because the thing was with Rory and Maul, Joe, he was trying to get into the 3-hour podcasting lane, and Rory and Maul was giving him a lot of kickback on it. And if you look at the show now, where on Rory and Maul's show they live for an hour and 32 hours sometimes. It's that hour is needed in this space now. Back then it wasn't. I guess.
But the bag is different now too.
Back up
making more money. They probably would have been okay with doing that extra hour.
Hold on. You said the hour with Rory and Maul's what?
I said the hour 32 hours.
That Rory and Maul doing is what? Is needed?
It's no they need the extra hour now because the content don't seem long enough.
Now they're not entertaining enough.
Yes, they are. When you dare, they are. Yes, they are, bro.
Rory and Maul
training. Yes,
I watched their show.
I do too. I watch.
You think that their show is entertaining?
Yes, it's a great show.
Enough to be able to carry. All right.
Yeah, bro. It's been say what you want to, Anton. It's been going on since they left too. They show is still here.
I don't listen. I don't disagree that they've gotten a niche audience and that they have done. You know, they was able to get themselves a bag from Netflix and all of that stuff. Congratulations, but that 2K, hell no.
They so good.
Hell no.
That's so good.
Hell no, bro.
That's so good.
Personally, I think it's just about preference. I think everybody likes certain things. Maybe with Joe and all the you disagree, Slimmy, because you just
I do feel like Maul holding them back though. Because Maul trying to stick with values and principles and everything not COE, but he kind of hold on to it a little bit too much where it get into the way of the content. And that's my only gripe with the show. Maul don't be giving us everything we deserve as supporter.
I see what you mean. Like I can understand what you say that.
All right. Let me read some of the super chats. I got another question. I got a couple more questions for y'all. Next, we're gonna get into Magic City, Atlanta Hawks, Magic City, that whole situation. So I'm pretty sure y'all gonna have some interesting perspectives and interesting opinions on that. Kais says, Slimmy, what's your argument against Jerry Rice being the best wide receiver ever?
That's a fact. You from Mississippi?
Stick him.
Huh?
Stick him.
What do you mean? What does that mean?
Stick him. You know what I mean.
What about his feet, though?
Stick him. His hands.
Yeah, you don't think that Jerry Rice? I knew what you mean by what stick him. Like I word stick him.
He was cheating. He was cheating.
Oh, wow. Get the fuck out of here, Slimmy.
He was
okay. Look, ask me 2K, T.O. or Calvin Johnson.
I'm going T.O.
Get him out of here.
No, Calvin Johnson was great, but Calvin Johnson wasn't no winner. We showed you that.
Stick him.
Bro, Slimmy, are you seriously saying that
Stick him.
Jerry Rice is not the greatest receiver of all time?
Stick him.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. The nigga he came from HBCU.
You gotta get open.
That nigga came from an HBCU. You talking about some stick on?
Stick him.
He came from Mississippi.
Why are they? Stick him was banned in 81. Yeah, we know. Jerry Rice never stopped using it. He admitted to it.
My nigga.
So what are we talking about?
He had to get open. He had to get open.
He still was. He admitted he used it for his whole career.
Okay.
So what are y'all talking about?
Right. So
he admitted this in an interview.
How I do? A1 says Brittany knows she got a tiptoe with Slim. He ruthless with the ladies, motherfucker, with the dark shades on. Shout out to my boo killing them curls tonight.
Thank you.
Who the fuck are you?
Slimmy, Chat Lives Matters. DP Meek says Moss is overrated to me. He was a one route pony.
Nah, fuck no.
Kai says Antonio Brown, top 5 wide receiver ever.
Hell no.
Ohio State University.
His auntie got him in the conversation.
The Ohio State University.
Slimmy is biased.
The
Ohio State University. TS Car Wash and Detail Service says, Slim, if you know football, who had better hands? Hands only than Chris Carter.
Well, he went to Ohio State.
Chris Carter had elite hands, so
elite, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna speak too much about Chris Carter. I ain't gonna say too much.
Said the second says, do people 25 and younger watch The Breakfast Club?
I don't know. I don't know people 25 and younger.
18 to 35 is their demographic.
TS Car Washing Detail Service says, I told AD when this deal was first in the works, it was over for them straight dookie. Anybody who went there, it ain't working out. Example, Rory and Maul, they want to have a conversation with Joe now. I seen that on Mav Hoffa's platform.
Seen it on Mav. Get that shit back together, Joe.
No.
Yes.
No. I think that Joe should just keep doing what he doing. Fuck what they talking about.
Hey, get them niggas different days, cause I'm watching it.
Nope. I think Joe should just ignore them niggas and keep moving on.
I was stealing the money, man. Come on now.
Nope. Cali Mike says, I think they were being money hungry and didn't think about the back end or the actual audience, sort of like quitting a job without a backup plan. Shout out to you, Cali Mike. Said the second says, Bill Simmons, NBA, same problem, went to Netflix. TS Car Washing Detail Service says, it's not what the Breakfast Club can't say. It's more so basically making shorts to tell you to head into Netflix for the full episode. Nope. Romy Rome says, Joe Budden Podcast has been saying, stop selling out to these corporations. That's why Joe. Hold on. Yo, what up?
All right, Romy Rome 9353. Thank you for the $5 super chat. The Joe Budden Podcast has been saying, stop selling out to these corporations. That's why Joe best pod in the world. Organic audience.
Audience.
Shout out to 2K. Let me see what's happening. KG Hot Mike says, I feel like it was a move they had to do to save face to Revolt, due to Revolt connections to P. Diddy. Breakfast Club used to air on Revolt when it was owned by him. That is true. I forgot about that. There was a few platforms that was on that.
The State of the
Big Facts, Nori's program.
Drink.
Yeah. Cali Mike says, Anton, do you think they moved to Netflix because of what happened to Ebro? No. Hell no.
They are.
Hell no. I meant Netflix, says Cali Mike. TS Car Washing Detail Services, Molly, before that Netflix deal, they had good content. Romy Rome says, I agree, Slimmy, but the only problem I see is longevity after the 5-year deal. I don't think the Netflix will re-up because acquisition of new subscribers wasn't there and they have 5 years to figure it out. That's a long fucking time. 5 years is a long time, bro.
That's a long time.
Romy Rome says, 80, remember in your vids what they can't censor me? Yeah. TS Car Washing Detail Services, everybody need to move like the Joe Budden Podcast, but everybody ain't built like that.
Everybody can't.
Everybody ain't built like that. Cali Mike says, shout out to 2K for standing on business during this time on Jazz Podcast with our boy who couldn't cam up. Salute to being an honorable man and a friend. 2K is a real one regardless. We don't need to talk about that bullshit. Fuck them. Tony Esquire says, my partner with Underdog Fantasy, Gilbert Arenas lost creative control over Gil's Arena. The upfront payout looking like that Scottie Pippen Bulls deal.
But he got his team paid, though. That's what I was saying. Now,
he did get them paid.
Arenas took the worst deal, but his team grew from what he could have did individually. And I think if Joe took the deal, his team, Rory Mal, could have ate.
I actually talked to him extensively offline about all of that. So I understand why he did it. I talked to Gilbert Arenas on the phone and offline about that shit extensively. So I know why he did it. I understand why he did it. So
now he talked about it on his late night show.
He gave me a whole lot more context. So
Gil to holler at me, man. I ain't fuck with Gil in a minute, man.
Shout out to Gil. Call me Mr. Love, Sarah. There go my baby Jaime Sanchez.
Hey.
Romy Rome says, I still go back and watch the old clips. 2K right, chemistry is unmatched. Been with the Joe Budden Podcast since Everyday Struggle. Dark Knight Dev says, Joe Budden Podcast doing 20 million yearly minimum on Patreon. It's in the New York Times. He's the highest paid creator on Patreon.
That's a fact.
Tony Esquire says the Breakfast Club should have tapped into the Bag Chasers Patreon and signed up for the one-on-one consultation. AD would have got y'all paid. I need to become a manager. That's what I need to be, bro. I really need to be a manager. I can get motherfuckers in. TS Car Washing Detail Services. No, maybe that's what I'll do when I decide to retire. No, Ice Mark way better than Rory and Maul. Joe have a $25 and a $50 tier on Patreon. He different. Romy Rome says Maul, the reason the whole country started saying that's crazy. No, that's
cap. That's cap.
That is never
what
true. That's never true. Tony Esquire says, according to Google, Joe generated $25 million in 2025, while Rory and Maul made $8 million. Listen, man, y'all got to get off Google. They don't know. They don't know. I'm telling you, they don't know. I'll tell you this. I don't really get into my numbers. Like, for real. I will tell you that it's not too many people that's fucking with me on the internet, bro. It's very few. It's a very small group of niggas that got podcasts or platforms or whatever.
You're not a celebrity.
Yeah, I just Googled my network. They definitely got this shit wrong.
You're not a celebrity either.
Who, me? Oh, fuck, I forgot.
I remember when Snoop and Death Row were talking crazy about Dr. Dre's value. TS Car Washington Detail Service says, tell him, AD, Joe even brung something out of Melissa, Brittany, and 2K. Yeah, notice how Melissa Ford's platform is.
Oh, Melissa ass.
Y'all keep saying that we're saying that Joe didn't. I don't understand why y'all don't comprehend that part. No one's saying that Joe isn't like who he is. I'm not disagreeing with that at all. Like I said, Joe can do this by himself and he would still be entertaining. I'm not taking away from Joe just because I said that a dynamic of Joe, Rory, and Maul was good. That doesn't mean that I'm taking away from him.
Who are you talking to?
TS Car Washington Detail Service says, if Roy, she's talking to the chat, the super chat. If Roy and Maul was all that, why isn't they took off on their own yet?
They have. They got a Netflix deal. Like,
yeah, but they're not doing the numbers that.
Everybody ain't gonna do what Joe does. Like you said, there's only a few small people that they're not Joe. That nobody's saying that they're Joe. He can do that, but
TS Car Washington Detail Service says Roy and Maul don't talk about nothing. They're not entertaining. Dro's nose says Jerry Rice is by far the best wide receiver ever. What's wrong with this ninja? Like, Jerry didn't have any speed. He outworked any other player.
Stick him.
CS Car Washington Detail Service says no more football questions for Slim now.
Facts. Get him out. Stick to foot basketball, my nigga.
Stick him.
Let me spin the block real quick. I want to get y'all opinion on this.
That's not a pause.
The Atlanta Hawks are making news today. An NBA player is calling on the Hawks to cancel its upcoming Magic City night. NBA player with the San Antonio Spurs, Luke Cornett, he wants the team to cancel Magic City Monday. Now, the Hawks recently announced this promotional night. It's a theme game happening March 16th when the Hawks play Orlando Magic. The team says the night is meant to celebrate an iconic Atlanta cultural institution. Yes, a cultural institution known for its wings. But San Antonio Spurs center Luke Cornett says the promotion sends the wrong message. In a blog post, he pointed out that Magic City is known as Atlanta's premier strip club and said celebrating it doesn't align with the values the NBA should promote. He wrote that the league should focus on creating a respectful and welcoming environment for fans and women across the NBA community. Cornett is now urging the Hawks to just cancel this promotion. But for now, the night is still going on. We know T.I. is supposed to perform. They're also featuring Magic City's famous lemon pepper wings and multiple concession stands throughout the arena. And there's also a limited edition Magic City hoodie that fans can purchase once they're at the game.
So let me add additional context. There's a lot of people that's been tuned into this. I was looking at a lot of the conversations from the popular content creators here on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and let me just give y'all some of the sentiments. I can play some of it if y'all want me to. A lot of players, former players has commented. Draymond Green talked about it. Kendrick Perkins talked about it. All of the women is kind of going off on the white boy, the white NBA player, Luke Cornett, and saying that, well, this is only because you more conservative. This doesn't mean that you actually stand for feminism. So they going off on him on TikTok. Some people standing with him. Some people is not rocking with him so much. I know Jeff Teague talked about it. Some people are saying let it rock. We support it. We rocking with it. You're not a part of the culture. All of this stuff. But long story short, he's saying that promoting this sends the wrong message for the NBA, especially when you're trying to promote a family-friendly environment. What are y'all thoughts on this?
Hating shit. Like it's hating. Like white boy not from the culture, he wouldn't understand. And instead of just not participating in it, you got the voice why it's wrong and try to take it away from everybody else who would have enjoyed it.
What culture?
Why is that right?
What? You know who the what are you saying?
What culture?
You are in literally the blackest place in America. What do you mean? What culture?
The NBA literally markets itself for family entertainment, and you're talking about a culture and what sexual culture?
That's cool. They got motherfucking what's the name? Twin Peaks all across the motherfucking nation. That's a family business too. You can take your family in Twin Peaks. Don't tell me that them marketing Magic City is wrong.
And they got girls shaking ass at halftime. What you mean, family?
Come on, they got the Dallas Cowgirls.
They got the girls shaking their ass at the halftime show.
Quinn, you know that's not the same.
What you talking about?
You know that's
doing a little twerk booty belt and shit. Like,
you know that the cheerleaders are not shaking ass, bro.
Whatever.
They don't, bro. I'll be at the games. They don't do that. They don't do that.
No, the
Detroit, they don't.
I get it. Yeah, they flat back out there.
I don't think he's arguing. I don't think he's arguing the fact that strip clubs exist. I think he's arguing the fact that they should not collide in the same. They shouldn't be mixed together. Basketball is entertainment, and it's a profession that everybody watch it on their TVs.
You ever played in Boston before? Do you think that's a family-friendly environment?
Played in Boston? What does that got to do with anything?
That's the most racist ever. Nigga, you all let it in the stands when you go to Boston.
Stop it, bro.
It's giving P-Valley.
Ask any player, bro. That's a fact.
Bro, I know about everything that's happening with the NBA and the history of it and everything. I think y'all reach it.
A quick Google search to stop this whole conversation.
No, you ain't got to go based off of a Google search. Just go based off of what's real.
That is the real.
It's not true.
Google is real.
The one thing I know about this is about the NBA.
Utah's worse.
Utah's worse. Yeah,
y'all capping. Y'all all capping.
They said the N-word with the ER in Utah.
Y'all capping, and I know y'all capping because the one thing
Russell Westbrook.
The one thing about the NBA is that if they catch anybody, the first thing that they do when you first get into the arena, and I've been to NBA games in multiple different cities, the first thing that they do is they put it up on the Jumbotron and they say, fans, y'all better make sure that y'all do what y'all supposed to do. Because if y'all say anything out of pocket, you will be removed from the arena and you can be banned for life.
And they
the second thing is this, is if anybody, the security, if the referee catch you saying anything out of pocket, if you using any racial slur, I'm keeping it 100 with y'all. They will have you out that bitch immediately. This ain't the 80s. This ain't the 70s. This ain't none of that shit. This ain't the 90s. Today, they don't play that game. Bro, I have been walked to the tunnel.
No, that's true.
I have been walked to the tunnel at the games from the security multiple different times. And they was like, hey, man, all right, so this is the rules, this and that, so on and so forth. If the players point you out, if anyone, they could be a fucking bench player. If the player points you out and say, and they tell the referee or they tell security and they say, hey, he said this to me, even if you didn't say it, they getting you the fuck out of there, bro.
And some teams could issue lifetime bans.
The only grace that you get is if you spending a crazy amount of money, like you some crazy season ticket holder, then they'll listen to it and they'll investigate it a little bit deeper. But I'm trying to tell you that is cap. I don't know. Fuck Google. I know what really happened that's cap.
You know what happened in Detroit.
You cannot say the N-word with the hard ER. You can't even say it. You can't say nigga.
That's in Detroit.
No, bro.
That
I've
fan got
been
banned,
to no,
though.
bro. You can't do that shit.
You can't
That's
say
a
that
lie.
ain't any arena.
That's cap.
Okay.
You can't say that. I bet you get said.
That's cap.
You got to ring the cowbell at Mississippi State. We ring that bitch all game.
That ain't this ain't Mississippi State. I'm talking about the NBA.
And you talking about Detroit? Not
no, I've been to games in multiple arenas.
Oh,
I'm only going by what the players said. They said that Utah is like the worst for like racism and shit like that. They said Utah was the worst. I heard multiple players say that. But as far as the topic though, I don't you know, it's kind of funny because they blew down on Lou Williams for being popular in the strip clubs, and like they really was coming down on him about that shit. So all of a sudden now we want to embrace the strip clubs in Atlanta. But when Lou Williams was talking about it and promoting it, they gave him a hard time about that shit.
That was different. The nigga snuck out during COVID for wings, bro. Come on, that's different, bro. That's different. He snuck out during COVID testing for some lemon pepper Lulu wings.
That's kind of like yo.
But what I'm saying, I mean, they still blew down on him about it.
Absolutely.
But it's still unprofessional. Your post office worker gonna come to a strip club and say, "Hey, let me order some wings to go. Let me sit at the bar and wait for it." That looks so unprofessional.
Yeah, that was wild leaving the bubble to go get some.
That shit was insane. But they that good though, from what I hear. So I mean, I don't see no problem. It ain't like they for to have strippers at the game. Like it's Magic City, it's cultural, it's a part of Atlanta. Why not? No problem.
I think after the documentary that came out, maybe Magic City is trying to clear up some stuff and get back in good standing. That's the only thing I can think of.
I saw that documentary.
They not looking too good right now.
In Houston, not Magic City in Atlanta.
What, human trafficking?
Oh hell!
Girl, you gotta watch the documentary. It's just a bunch.
It was wild.
I mean, because I've heard girls complain about getting like picked out or something like that.
They had too much drama. It was messy.
Listen, man, them hoes know.
You see everybody.
I think that girl, Gorgeous Doll, started all the mess. I don't know. That's why I first heard about it, and then I actually watched
that documentary. Taught me a lot about the
right
man.
It
was a pimp.
I could take you to the Capitol and I guarantee you it ain't worse than what's going on.
Giving them a pass.
I mean,
I'm a 2K. I don't see the problem.
Those women signed up for what they wanted. They made their money, and they weren't sad about making their money.
No, they wasn't making their money. That's the problem.
But I'm you got these little girls out there on the court during halftime. They little bitty shorts and they little halter tops or whatever. What's the difference between them and the strippers? Are we not objectifying women? Just not objectifying women over here on the left. And then they got sponsorships with what, Hennessy? And stuff like that. Is that not adult? But so are we family or are we not? I mean, like, where is the line at?
Come on.
Michael did treat them like family somewhat. But it was turned into a whole franchise after them.
That's a great point. You got if we talking about family centered, all the liquor sponsorship that y'all got in here, throw it away. Go Disney if you want to do family. Exactly.
That was Lex. That's what Lex said. That was her point.
That's a fact.
Y'all crazy.
How so?
I think it might get shot up from time to time, but I mean,
man, what?
And it's an innocent Atlanta team.
What?
I thought
and they do. It's very, very strict.
Man always crashing out for sex.
If it was somewhere else, I would maybe be shocked, but because it's Atlanta, I'm not surprised.
They gonna say get
That's
shot
their
up.
culture.
Now let's be for real.
No, not at the basketball game. At the strip club, they might get shot up a few times. It's gonna get really ghetto.
Let's
But
be for real.
maybe not though.
That's white dudes, mass shooters, not black people doing that.
Thank you.
No, black people get shot outside the club every day.
Clubs.
Quentin, I'm not about to. I'm not from the suburbs.
I think at Magic City, though,
black people get shot outside the club every day.
I think with Magic City in particular, a lot of people respect that strip club out here, and I think that even like shooting, like there might be shootings at certain clubs and stuff like that, but I think a lot of people respect Magic City, like to where they don't really bring that type of like riff-raff to, you know what I'm saying, like Magic City. And it sounds weird because it's like, oh, it's a club, it's a strip club, but a lot of people actually, Magic City is actually, you know what I'm saying, like respected. So I don't think a lot of people be doing that type of stuff at Magic City. And if it do, it's like behind the scenes and nobody sees it. But I don't think there's really
Also,
I don't think they'll be in the club shooting it up.
outside of it though, yes.
No, I'm talking about
I
outside.
wanna
I'm saying like in
I
the
wanna
vicinity.
talk to Molly.
You don't really hear stuff like that about Magic City. Their security is like Magic City is not like some little like raggedy, you know what I'm saying, strip club. Like that's very known a lot.
I've been to Atlanta before.
That's just from what I
Atlanta's
know.
also very ghetto.
There's
So I
classy
know
strip
we were
clubs,
oblivious. Like Magic
I'm
City
from
is a
91st
super
and
classy
Harvey.
place. Atlanta's
There's
one of my favorite
classic
places
strip
to
clubs.
go. The classy strip clubs are the gentlemen's clubs. I'm sorry, them booty clapping clappers is not. They might be nice, but to call them classy,
There's
a
I wouldn't say
difference.
class.
Somebody just typed it costs $100 to park at Magic City.
Hell no. Shit, hell fucking no.
Gotta pay to play.
I pray
There's
a
some money
nigga
in
lying.
there. Don't get me
I
wrong, but
pray
we're
a
not about
nigga
to
lying
act like
about
Atlanta's
that.
not ghetto.
I don't. Maybe they'll scare away dusty people that want to shoot up and fight.
Sammy, a nigga will go up at the door $100. You can see the nigga before you pay 20, and because the club going so crazy down south, they were literally, hey, now, cuz we charging 100 now. That's
no. I get that. That's everywhere that jumping and play. I said $100 to park, my nigga.
Yeah.
Like, what are we talking about? To get in a strip club?
Yes, if you don't got 100, bitches, be there, bro.
Yeah, man,
If NBA players gonna be there, then of course it's gonna cost $100.
What do I care about the niggas that's in the spot?
People come from all over.
Because men is going out there to see what men is in the spot.
Because if the niggas in the spot, you can get your money back out the flow.
They going out there to see
They
who's
pricing
throwing
out the riffraff, my nigga.
No, Slimmy, if the ball is in the spot, you can get your money back out the flow.
What? I'm a man.
Why you gonna pick your money up off the floor?
I'm a man.
They
ghetto.
watching that money. You're not gonna
Wait. 2K, what are you saying?
Nigga, I drop food when
wait.
Food when I drop it off the floor. You think I ain't gonna pick up no money?
That's still
Wait,
it.
2K, what are you saying?
Facts, nigga.
Once you drop it, it's not yours anymore.
The dusty ones do that.
It's not my money.
Wait. Are you talking about picking up the money that you threw in the strip club?
Yes, I found it.
You better be careful. They gonna beat you up, 2K.
You might die.
What? They gonna 2-piece spicy you. Watch.
Nah, I'm tying my shoe. What you talking about?
I ain't
Nah. You gonna get beat up, right?
Down there taking money in his side.
Y'all eat food off the floor, but you won't pick up no money at the strip club.
Who eating food off the floor?
I do. Let that be. You got 5
I
seconds.
do, nigga.
That's not a thing. There's no 5-second rule.
In public?
Yes, there is, nigga.
In public?
On the strip club floor.
Y'all be eating ass. Come on, bro. A little 5 seconds.
I beg your pardon?
On the floor, I ain't gonna hurt you.
I beg your pardon?
5 seconds on the floor ain't gonna hurt. Nah. You don't blow that.
This nigga nasty. You got a potty mouth.
I know you effing lying. You just up.
Stand up. If you ate ass, put a finger down, nigga.
Disgusting.
Hey,
that's why y'all eat off the floor.
I'm gonna let my
They be
ego
forgetting
stop me.
shoes be on the floor.
I'm definitely gonna get my money back off the floor, cause I don't know what y'all.
Okay. Don't ever invite me out to the strip club.
Steph Curry over KD.
I disagree. In that I think that, well, first of all, I think it is a bad look, man, because I think if the NBA is marketing itself to everybody, I don't think it's a whole lot of places that you can even take your kid as far as like sporting events and all of that type of stuff. It's already getting outpriced. It's pricing out regular everyday people. And if you want to appeal to the largest demographic, I think that it sends the wrong message. And I just think y'all wrong about that. Like, you can't celebrate strip club culture, promoting strip club culture at an NBA game. That is crazy.
I don't think they
It's
promoting
Atlanta.
the culture. They promoting the name.
It's the
no, it's not. That's like you saying Miami Vice. We know what that is. We know that's cocaine.
What, Coke?
Yes.
I think
they got a whole Miami Vice night on top of the jerseys. They definitely promote the
This
night.
just
drugs and sex.
This tells me.
I think this shows that 21 Savage was right. They promote grooming in Atlanta.
Yeah, and I think that also NBA ghetto, bro. It's just ghetto. It's the hood. It's the hood of sports.
Was it the Hennessy sponsorship?
Love basketball in real form.
No. Hold on. Having liquor at any type of event, like you can go to a regular restaurant and you can go and get liquor. Like
Hennessy, though.
Having liquor available has never ever been an issue, and I don't think that they should be promoting liquor. Like I'm not a fan of that either. So I don't agree with either one of them. Like I'm not justifying a Hennessy sponsorship, but just because they doing one thing wrong, I'm gonna disagree with that other thing too. Right? I think that it's a lot of things wrong. I hate the fact that they promote gambling in sports.
Yeah,
I hate all of the prize picks and all of that FanDuel shit. I think that it's all bad. It's all wrong in my opinion, and it promotes the wrong thing. And I think that, the days of being able to take your family to an event like that, I think the NBA is ghetto as fuck now. It's ghetto as hell. The NBA is the hood of sports, bro, because most people don't even be there to watch the game no more. It's the only sport where nobody watches the game, and you go there because it's a fashion fucking show. Is you know what I'm saying? It's all of that type of stuff. And so
no one watches baseball.
Nobody. They literally there to get drunk.
They just be all talking in the stands.
Baseball is the most wholesome game that you can go to still.
Is you crazy?
When you go to a baseball game, it's literally like a throwback to actually going to get the hot dogs, take me out to the ball game. The kids is riding the Ferris wheel that's out, out on a little park before you go into the game and stuff. Like it's literally a family-friendly event. Baseball is the only family-friendly event still, bro.
So you think
it's the most wholesome, not the only, but it's the most wholesome.
So you think
the NBA is ghetto as fuck, bro. It's ghetto.
Okay, so Anton, ask this: which one more ghetto, hockey or NBA?
Don't
NBA.
These niggas literally get in the flow and punch each other.
How many baby mamas they got? How many baby mamas they got? How many of them getting sued for child support like these NBA
reality shows?
So they getting their teeth knocked out, but come on now. It's way more ghetto with the NBA.
That's the love of the game, though. That's different.
You don't think they love in the game when they fight in basketball?
They not just fighting basketball.
Majority
of strip clubs, liquors.
Bro, for
majority of NBA players are black today.
Hey, Slimmy, you told me it was better.
Ghetto.
You said Marty wasn't delusional no more.
Shit is it is. It's good. I think the NFL is going the same way with all these fucking halftime shows. When I seen Cardi was dancing at the halftime show at the Bad Bunny shit, I said, "What is this, bro? What is this, bro?"
So a nigga can fight in the middle of the audience, in the middle of the floor, around when kids is there, and dance.
Listen, fighting, in my opinion, that's wholesome American culture, baby.
That's a part of hockey. People go watch hockey to see them.
You know what? Listen, there's some wholesome American. I think we need to get back to bullying. We need to get back to in-person bullying, bro.
I'm not mad at that. But stripping is a part of American culture too.
No, bro. No. Stripping, we're over-sexualized today, bro. We over-sexed, we over-porned, we over every fucking thing with that shit, bro. We over-pilled.
I'm actually
pill
fatigued.
Culture, porn culture, all of that shit is
over.
Nigga,
go under it, nigga.
I think we need to get back to wholesome American fighting. Like baseball, nigga, you being a nigga, you run the mound, it's up.
I hate the fact that we're even saying this is the culture.
You could beat a nigga. You could beat a nigga at the plate, and they can rush the mound, and it's up. That's wholesome American culture. It's nothing wrong with that to get into a good old fist fight, nigga.
That's y'all problem. Y'all can't brush y'all teeth fast enough without looking at y'all phone to go look at some cheeks. Like, go to war.
First of all,
what they mean? That's what they.
That's wholesome American culture. To get out there and scrap it up.
At women in the war?
Hold on, Lex. By any chance, when they do go to war, what do you think the men are doing on their free time?
Looking at fucking bitches.
Fucking.
And have y'all ever seen a game and he almost intentionally hit him and he look at him, he say,
No,
and then he almost hit him one more time, and he put that fucking bat down. And the nigga, that's good American culture, boy. What the fuck you talking about, man? All of this.
That's part of the motherfucking game. Fuck baseball. That shit boring as fuck.
Oh, no, it ain't. It's fun.
Baseball is
good,
awesome.
Baseball game is fun.
I
I
love
love
some of
a
the Mexican
baseball
players.
You
game.
talking about the
baseball
best part
game
of a
is
baseball
fun
game that happened every blue moon.
I love
that's because you don't go to the
Only good
actual
in
game.
October, bro.
Man, it's 9 outcomes on every play, man. I don't
You
want to hear
don't
shit
go
about
to
no
the
damn
actual
baseball.
games. The
I don't
actual
want to hear about no
games.
baseball.
White Sox
dope.
versus Cubs, baby.
But it ain't because of the game. It's because of the people. It's because of the association, the
No, it's
socialization.
because
of the stadiums. It has
it's
nothing
not.
to do with the actual game. The actual game of
That's
baseball
all a
is
part of
boring
the
as fuck.
experience.
You know the outcome. You
It's
know
fun to
what's going to
play it.
happen. It can only be like 5 different things that happen on certain plays because the game just started. Man, if it's you know every last play on baseball, it is just a basic ass game.
No,
and
it's
boring as fuck.
it's great.
It's very popular,
Y'all are just not used to sitting down for more than 5 seconds without somebody fucking water waving in front of your face and making you feel good about it. That's the only thing. Like you're used to being in this social media culture. We got to be entertained 100% of the time, right? That's the whole reason why. Even in basketball,
no.
It's the reason why it's the reason why everybody is chucking up threes instead of working on their mid game. It's the reason why you're
it's more efficient.
Hold on.
More efficient shot.
Stop.
It's more efficient.
Y'all gotta let me finish my fucking point.
Analytics say shoot the three, not a
argument. Gotta let me finish my point.
Be a bad argument.
It's not a bad argument. It's the reason why
it's horrible.
We don't like defense no more. We don't like none of that shit no more. The reason that we don't is because they wanted to make it more entertaining for people. And that's why the Golden State Warriors was more entertaining because it was fucking chucking up threes. That's why when you go to any AAU game, you go to any fucking high school game, everybody think they Steph Curry now. Nobody plays defense. Nobody teaches defense.
That's not
They don't
true.
give a fuck. They don't give a fuck
true.
about it in the
That's
AAU.
not why they play
They
like
don't
Steph
give
Curry.
Is this thing cool?
That's not true.
Okay.
Steph Curry gave the short niggas like hope. Like I ain't got to be down there with these big niggas. I can go out here and light your ass up from a 3-point line. That's not why they're doing that.
Every single coach, high school, middle school, elementary school, hate the fact that they got to coach these motherfuckers because they don't play basketball the right way. No, stop, bro. Stop. Because y'all all capping. That's why we got these fucking whack ass Euro steps where you travel into the 3-point line in order to shoot a 3-point. Yes, nigga. The whole game has changed to make it more entertaining because we don't like actual real sports. Bro, you didn't used to be able to carry the way that you do today. You didn't used to be able to travel the way
I
that
agree
you
with that.
travel.
I agree with that.
You didn't used to shoot a fucking 3-pointer from the fucking logo anymore. It didn't used to be. When we look at this punk ass Oklahoma City team, let me throw these niggas under the
fuck you, nigga.
When we look at these punk ass,
it sounded more like slander.
When we look at these punk ass Oklahoma City motherfuckers, let me tell you the difference between the reason why Cade Cunningham deserves to be the MVP is because when he put up 30 and 40 points, when he put up 42 points at the Garden, he took 2 free throws. Two free throws. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, fucking MVP. James Harden, Joker. MVP. All of these motherfuckers, they flop. They're floppers. Anytime they even get close to them, they're doing like this. And then they go over there and
guess
they complain. Hold on, stop. They go over there and they complain to the referee and they act like somebody just raped them. Act like they falling all over. That's not basketball, bro. All of this shit has changed because
Detroit basketball is cheeks, nigga.
This nigga don't even know how to talk no more. He just saying shit. The fact of the matter is, we've made it more entertaining. We've tried to change the game in order to make it more entertaining because people don't have the attention span and they don't really understand the game anymore. You can't even teach the game to a kid no more because when they first see it on TV, they see a nigga traveling across the 3-point line in order to try to get a shot off. And the whole NBA is a copycat league, and they did the same thing, bro. It's the truth.
Football too.
Okay, cool. And all of that is still more fucking entertaining than fucking pathetic ass baseball. All of that, I will take all of that, all the traveling, all the stupid ass moves, then sit there and watch a motherfucker throw a beam, a 68 mile per hour pass.
68 miles per hour.
It's 95 miles per
what
hour.
season tickets you got? You got season tickets to the Detroit Tigers?
Nope.
First off, all baseballs aren't thrown at 95 miles per hour. So you're absolutely wrong.
I'm just saying that y'all don't like those sports because it's slow and you got to actually understand what's happening. And then the environment.
Okay, just stop.
You got to actually talk to people.
It's my turn to speak. Please go on mute. Please stop talking. Please stop. We don't need you. We don't need this. We don't need this from you.
Who is we?
We don't need this from you. I'm speaking.
Who is we?
Relax. Wait till it's your turn to speak, and you can talk all that.
Who is we?
I'm speaking right. Can you go on mute, please?
No, but I'll let you talk.
No, you can go on mute. Thank you. Mm-hmm. All right. So what I was saying is, all of that shit is, I don't give a fuck. Baseball, you have 8 outcomes damn near half of the time. I could see an alley-oop. I could see somebody get crossed over. I could see somebody get shot right in their face. I could see somebody throw a crazy ass pass. I could see somebody do all type of shit. There's unlimited outcomes on a basketball play. I could see somebody get ripped. I could see a dunk get blocked. I could see somebody get postered. It's so many different things that are way more entertaining in basketball than there are in baseball. Only thing that's I don't give a fuck what nobody say. A double play, that's a most common thing, and it's boring as fuck. I can see somebody rob a home run, robbing a home run.
That's man, not, I'm not gonna give you that. Women's softball is up, nigga.
Man, I don't care about none of that shit, man. I don't care about none of that shit. Baseball is boring as fuck. Baseball is boring as fuck. You could change all the rules of basketball all you want to. You could say whatever you want to say. I don't like that traveling and carrying shit. Hell no. Go back to the old rules, but you can make it.
The reason that I know you're wrong.
Legitimate Euro steps are dope as fuck. I don't care what nobody say. And you can do them legally. And when you do them legally, it looks dope as fuck. There's nothing in baseball that can completely entertain me for a whole game. I will never sit there and just be like, damn, this is dope as fuck. Because it's not that type of sport. It's not that type of sport. It's not that entertaining. There's very few limited things that can happen. Basketball is countless things that can happen on one play, especially if you know the game. You could look and see who's setting screens. You can see how they changing the defenses in real time. It's a lot of things you can see. Baseball is set. Once they throw that pitch, it's gonna be one outcome. They're gonna hit the ball or they're gonna miss it. That's it.
No, I can't give you that. No, nigga, you see like a triple play, nigga?
So what happened?
You ever seen a triple play with a nigga caught it behind his back?
I seen a triple play before. That's extremely rare. That's extremely rare because you got to have 2 people on base already. So it's extremely rare. So again, another rare thing.
Let me debunk you with facts, because I literally just looked it up. Baseball generates more revenue. Mm-hmm. All right,
we're not talking about revenue. We're talking about entertainment.
I'm sorry. You just
talking about entertainment.
You just
I'm talking about baseball being boring.
Told Lex because she go on mute.
I'm just talking about baseball being.
You just told Lex because she go on mute. You just told Lex. You just told Lex because she go on mute because it's your time to speak.
But you cut me off.
I did.
Cut me off.
I let you finish your whole point.
No, you cut me off and said you wanted to talk about some stats, and then you starting to bring up stuff that don't matter.
I just let you finish because I didn't get a chance to speak. I said one sentence.
You talking about revenue. We talking about entertainment.
I got one sentence out. Excuse me, sir.
Talking about entertainment.
Excuse me, sir. Can I finish my point? Baseball is a bigger sport in the United States of America. It generates more revenue. And as a matter of fact, one of the biggest talking points is that less people actually watch basketball games than ever before. They may watch clips. They may watch a highlight. They do not watch full games anymore, Slimmy. That is a fact. That is not my opinion. So what you're saying right now, is based off of your own anecdotal feelings towards the sport. In general, more people actually care about baseball when you're talking about revenue, advertising, and participation in the sport, and people still view it as the classic American sport. That is not my opinion.
We're talking about what's more entertaining.
All I know is I better not ever get interrupted or say that I was
entertainment.
Hold on.
Entertainment drives revenue. If it wasn't entertainment, people wouldn't go to the games.
But the thing is, bro, people are watching less basketball because the shit all over the place now with the new TV deal.
It's not.
And you can, it's very hard to find a basketball
interesting,
bro.
Bro, matter of fact, if you just look across the NBA in general, that's why they're trying to find a new face of the league. And while LeBron James is still in the league as partially the face of the league, while they still got Steph Curry, while they still got KD, while they still got these same old players that we still trying to get a talking point from. And if LeBron James is not playing, ESPN is practically dead during basketball season. Listen. The sport itself, the reason why basketball is even still as relevant and it continues to grow is because they have to market the individual players. They don't market the sport. They don't market the sport of basketball. They market individual stars. If you go across the league, most of the time, there's one or two people on most teams that is relevant. And when you go down the bench, you can't even name anybody. Back in the 90s, back in the early 2000s, you actually used to be able to name most of the players that was on the team. If you talk to any casual basketball fan, because it ain't even like it used to be. If you talk to any casual basketball fan, they don't even know who on their own fucking team most of the time. They don't know. They don't watch games. They don't participate. And just because we listen to the highlights, we watch the highlights, does not mean that it is a more relevant sport. That's not true. That is not true. A person that says that they're a real basketball fan, most of the time today, they can't even name most of the people that's on their own team on the bench.
And then to go back to what I'm saying, it's because the games are not on TV no more. Like they spread it about 4 networks, and then you got to find your team and then look for that. And you got to have 5 different apps for that. So it's harder to watch the game.
We have more access than ever before.
Yes,
you used to actually have to schedule yourself to go sit in front of the TV in order to watch NBA on NBC or TNT or ESPN and all of that stuff. You used to actually have to schedule around and go and find out when the games was. People would go and look at the stats in the fucking news. They would go to the store and buy it in the newspaper. We got more access than ever before, even to watch the highlights. As soon as the game ends, any NBA game, for any team, as soon as the game ends, it's already chopped up for the highlights to watch it on YouTube for free.
I'm gonna show you how easy it was. I'm gonna show you how easy it was. ABC played on Sundays. That's the Sunday game. TNT throughout the week. ESPN for the specialty games and the playoffs. 3 networks. All of them was on basic cable. Every game that you want to watch now, is it behind a app subscription. That is a fact.
The minute that a game is over for every NBA game, within 10 minutes, it is on YouTube to watch for free.
A 10-minute clip. 10-minute clip of the highlights.
8 to 10 minutes.
They used to do the
8 to 10 minutes.
ESPN, bro. How you think we
8 to 10 minutes, bro? The product is trash. That product is trash. For the last 12 to 15 years, even back when Philadelphia was losing in order to get Joel Embiid and all of these motherfuckers, they have a tanking problem.
The process.
Watch this.
They have a tanking problem, right? Everybody is trying to lose on purpose. Now we know that it's rigged.
I think
it's nobody's. You cannot tell me that the home run race between Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire was not one of the most. That shit took over the whole fucking nation.
Yes, it did.
It took over the entire United States of America.
And those players were cheating. and those players were cheating,
Doesn't
and they
matter.
threw those. And they threw those. No. You just said it. You just said the NBA was rigged.
They took over the
so
nation.
You gonna talk about rigged, and then you not gonna talk about them juicing. But you're not gonna talk about them juicing. And then
put some juice in your
they
leg.
threw those
What's
players.
wrong with juicing?
And then they threw those players under the. So how you gonna talk
What's
about
wrong
rigged? And
with
then
juicing?
they knew they were juicing. They knew they were juicing and threw those players under the bus.
Wrong with juicing, nigga.
And they threw the players under the bus.
All that shit.
And they ruined those players' lives. They ruined those players' lives. But anyway, here are the real facts.
Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire, they profited more than anybody, probably some of the most relevant people in history. They profited like crazy. Stop it, bro.
Oh no!
Stop it. You can't tell me they ruined They ruined Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire's lives.
I don't ruined his lives when he started coloring his skin.
I don't think those dudes getting in the Hall of Fame.
They juice.
Those dudes getting in the Hall of Fame. They
all right. I got one more question. I got one more question.
Hold on. Wait. We got to do the stats because you were 1,000% wrong.
You get the
American football. American football is the most
word.
popular. American football is the most popular sport in America by a wide margin. 36% to 52% of adults identifying it as a favorite sport, far exceeding basketball, which is at 17%, 17% in soccer, which is at 10%. It boasts the highest television viewership and attendance, with the Super Bowl acting as a major national cultural event. So you were wrong. Baseball, formerly known as the national pastime, and now ranks formerly baseball, the MLB.
No, you can't say that part.
You said baseball was America's sport, and it's not.
Why are you looking it up? I can tell you reading.
Formerly the national pastime. It ranks now behind football and basketball.
As far as what?
With soccer and ice hockey as the most popular sports.
No, you're wrong. You're absolutely wrong. Because let me tell you why. Because first of all, soccer is the most popular sport
in America. American sports. Soccer is the most popular sport in the world.
That's a fact.
That's what I'm saying.
We're talking about America. We're talking about America. I'm not talking about world. We're talking about America.
All right, Sammy. I said you was gonna get the last word because I gotta ask another question. So you got the last word. Let me read some of these super chats and then we gonna pop this. You got to stay for this last question, 2K. I know how you like to jump off, nigga.
Nah, me and my girl beefing. I ain't got a report.
That's so rude. How you gonna beef with that sweet soul?
Sega did it. Says Brittany, are you from Orlando? All right, she's not here to answer that. Joe, talk about this Luke situation. I don't know what that means. Callie Mike says, are we really acting like Magic City is not a part of the culture now because it's a strip club? Part of what culture?
Huh?
American culture?
Niggadom.
Tony Esquire says Buffalo Wild Wings makes good lemon pepper wings.
Facts.
I've never been to a strip club and definitely wouldn't eat at that type of establishment.
And a brownie, nigga.
Buffalo Wild Wings?
Hey, TS Car Wash and Detail Service says
barbecue is good.
Yeah, it ain't bad.
TS Car Wash and Detail Service says it's Atlanta culture. Luke just lost his money. What? All right, y'all got to put some complete sentences up here. Slimmy, KD, or Steph?
Steph, Ohio's very own.
Tel G says if they ever make a Maya Angelou film, they have to cast Miss Sanchez to play her. TS Car Wash and Detail Service says Molly and Lex sit this one out, big dog. TS Car Wash and Detail Service says only T.I. performing and wings and merch. That's it. Eric TV says
Iverson.
Allen Iverson voice. We talking about baseball? Callie Mike.
I know that, right?
Why spell it like that?
This I can't even believe that shit he said.
It's the way he spelled it. It's the way he spelled it.
Why did he spell it like that?
Callie Mike says, so nobody never took a trip to Atlanta and been to Cascades and Magic City, especially on a Monday in the early 2000s. It's crazy. Comment says, "Hey Slimmy 2K, if you think baseball is boring, I strongly suggest you check out college baseball. March Madness, that shit is crazy, intense every play.
Yeah, it's really good.
College basketball is
Cam,
College baseball good.
Comment says SEC baseball is wild as F. Oh yeah, Quentin, you know. Women's softball goes crazy too. Also, that's right. Basketball clips are cool. Full game is